Tenon.
Sindel.
So we have Hollow, Crom, Sindel, Tenon, Mistra, right? Storm? I thought I heard Storm.
He's muted.
Alright.
Mistra and Gilbroth. Anyone else? Do one last call for me. If you would.
Not Gribbles, no.
Who are you coming as then?
Kath.
Is Kath? Kath does not have a token.
Is she?
Does she have a picture? So I can make a token.
Has she been approved?
Sure.
Yeah, Kath has been up for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
You don't have a token for her. God damn it, Gilbroth.
Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
There we go.
Yeah,
No.
There we go.
I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I wouldn't let me talk for some reason.
because you're muted.
Why was I muted?
I don't know. You were muted on your end. Okay. I was going to set up your token real quick, and then so it's done. We don't have to forget. HP, AC, passive perception.
Seth, I have this defensive fighting style for Kath, which grants her +1 AC. Do you know how to
Yeah,
add that
I'll
in
fix it.
roll 20?
I'll fix it for you. You go to the, for future reference, you go to the cogwheel if you have any of that, and even if you're wearing armor, if you don't want it to change on you, you go to the cogwheel and there's a custom AC.
Yeah.
You put the number and then there's the pluses. Like that's how monks and other things do it, so it never messes around. So this being said, your characters are about to. I have a new
Alright, I think it's this. Yeah.
I have a new town and picture I decided to find today on the thing. So, everyone sees their tokens, correct?
Hold up.
Uh,
Yep.
If you don't see your tokens, this is the time to mention it.
I'm gonna have to heal my token, so 1 second.
yeah, my token's like
Yeah, don't worry about your HPs. Legitimately, if you find a way to die, I will applaud you because there's no combat designed. Even as like a secondary fallout, because you guys do something stupid, there's no combat designed. You'll legitimately have to hurt yourself. So, putting it in here, someone may die. Everyone kind of makes their way back into the tavern. As Roland is sitting on the bar top, and there is a large chest, almost about 5 feet across, sitting there. And he's got his arms crossed, as you know, he kind of smiles and nods to Sindel and Tenon. He nods to Hollow. He still gives a sideways glance to Crom, and he doesn't know the other two, so he looks first to the drow and goes, Roland, who are you?
Mistra.
Don't see too many drows around here, so well met. Apparently the sunlight doesn't bother all of you.
The sunlight still bothers me. I just, it's better to hide in the shade.
Roland actually chuckles. He goes, that's the first time I've heard that one. And then he looks to Catherine. Why do you describe Catherine? Because I don't think anyone's actually met Catherine yet in character.
No. Yeah. No, looks like she has been just about all around the world, because she has clothing from all around the world. Like yak-hide shirt and long leather coat, long boots, and but she chose the clothing in a way that it all fits together. She has some sense of style out there. She has some half long, dark hair. And that's about how you describe her.
Is she an elf or a human or?
She's a human.
Alright. So, what class
She's
is
also
she?
got some slightly tanned skin.
And what class is she good with?
She's a Bard Ranger.
Oh, okay. So, as my cat jumps on top of the keyboard, because she wants to say hi.
Hi, cat.
Hi, kitty.
Go down. I'm not giving you a tune right now. So he looks to you as Roland, and your name is?
I'm Kat, so pleased to meet you.
And he apologizes for the large truck driving. As he looks to all of you and goes, so. He just looks at the each of you. Well, at least the rest of you know. There's a war coming.
Mm-hmm.
And in all my time here, you have never really shown me that you guys can work together.
Doesn't mean I try my hardest to. I mean, not to. My brain is weird this morning.
No, that's Hollow. I think Hollow's brain's weird. And just looks to Hollow and goes, you can try all you want, Hollow. The enemy is not going to give you the opportunity to make a mistake. You're responsible for every mistake you make. He looks directly in Crom's eyes. For every opportunity mistake that you make, you need to understand that people will die for it in war.
Crumb slowly looks at the floor. He looks very ashamed right now.
And he looks to everyone else. He goes, I had put away a large sum of money. And he motions to the chest. Everyone will notice there are 24 keyholes in this chest on the top. Each is stuck with a piece of paper. He looks across all of you and says, I did not spend it all on Crystal and Boga's wedding. This is yours if we can work together. You'll take whatever remains in this chest. There are 24 clues. There are 24 keys. And from the time that you take the first sheet of paper, you have 3 hours to complete it. If you do not bring all the keys back in 3 hours, I take this chest back with me to Penwraith. If you have all the keys, you split evenly the reward.
Wow.
That sounds good.
Because I would suggest that one of you breaks the tie, becomes the quote-unquote leader of this party. I would suggest someone that might potentially lead in war. Because
So,
you need
Cinder
that person too. However, you are free to make a group decision. I will give you some time.
Kat claps her hands together. It sounds so exciting. I'd love to do this all year.
Okay, so I vote either Syndle or Tennant. Because, well, they are going to be leading us in the war. Right?
I will vote Sindel because she
It's
needs
her
to
war.
get. Yeah, she's gonna need to learn how to hurt.
Cats.
Yeah. Hurt us cats there, hon.
Mistra's gonna vote for Tennant because he hasn't hit her mall yet.
Tennant knocks you out.
I don't care. He hit me with a fist.
Guys, working together here?
Sindel is gonna think. Tennant, I think you should lead this one.
All right.
Okay. Tennant did really well last one that he led, so I was there. And I died, but it sucked. But it's okay.
Okay. So
Dang it, Roland, why did you have to bring face sake of all things?
So, are we all ready? Do we have everything we need?
Well, I
Everybody
think we
has-
should. I think we should just read all the clues and see which ones we can figure out first,
Roland
and
shakes his
then
head.
You get one at a time, I imagine.
one at a time.
You may go together or you may split up. But once, however you would like to split up, if you'd like to work in pairs or everyone takes one clue. Once you take a clue, you must bring back the key before you can take another clue.
Okay.
Can you confer with other people about your clue?
You are working as a group.
Yeah, I think.
But
We
you were
should-
responsible for bringing back that key. So he looks at Grum. If you pick up the paper and you and Hollow are working together, even if Tenon knows where it is and knows how to get it, the two of you are responsible for retrieving the key.
Well, of course.
So
I
how
see.
about we just take one to start with, see what it says, and go from there,
Okay.
and decide how we're gonna do.
Who is picking up the first note? And I
I
need to know
will.
what numbers there are. What number you're taking?
Okay.
1 through 24.
Well, I'll just start with number 1, I guess.
Okay, number 1 is off the board. Tenon picks up a piece of paper as he's the one retrieving it. They simply wrote on the paper, his books of legend in green will net you the first key.
Books of Legend in green.
Legendary.
Okay. Let's see.
Library, maybe? In the side room?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Who's
Okay, well,
got
why
a
don't...
loud background noise?
It might be me.
TV.
Yeah, that would be me.
Perhaps.
Okay, well,
we
let's
check
all
the
go in the
side
side room and have a
Let's
look.
go.
maybe the Hall of Heroes.
Okay, you guys walk into the side room first, as you'd have to go to the side room to get to all heroes anyways. As you guys
Yeah.
walk into the side room, there's books everywhere. They're obviously all sorted because Tassar lives here, and he would have a conniption for if he did. They weren't all sorted properly and put away. So, there are a bunch of books. How are you going to go about in finding the right book? You're going to tell me what you roll. Only one
I have a question
person-
before we leave for the side room.
Yes.
Perception?
Ronan actually sat on the bar.
Yes.
Before she goes, she's going to turn to Roland and go, you know Bobby doesn't like that, right?
Bobby
Side room.
is currently counting coins and is completely okay with this.
Okay, well, the clue says a book in green, so
It
everybody...
says legend in green.
Yeah, legend.
Legends.
I wonder if he means the Green Knight that, we were researching.
That's
some time
true.
ago.
Yeah.
I'm
We-
going to see if I can find something like.
we could
that's
look for that,
There's-
but
slash-
There's a few hundred green books if that's what you're looking for. Even
No,
for perception.
No,
One
not
with-
the Green Knight.
Just-
I'm going to look for ones with green text on the side of them, like
Mhm.
their name is in green.
Tons of them. You have to remember, there's a few thousand books in this room now.
Okay,
so
then
many books.
So yeah, you guys start pulling out all these books. The ones
Wait,
with
wait,
green.
wait.
But
I haven't
So-
read yet.
Hang on.
I'm-
You guys, stop. Relax. Think about this for a minute. There's tons of books here.
Well, Tessa would have rearranged it so they'd all be sections, right?
Yes,
what if we
he
look at
organized
the
them
ones that
by
have-
type.
Like books of legends, and then we narrow it down from that. to
Okay.
ones Or in green or green or about the Green Knight.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so we'll start with that section. We'll just pull out that particular section.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
there's
go.
legend books, as some of you that were around and participated in the Green Knight research. There's tons of them. There's just absolute book upon book of legends. How are you going to sort through knowing to find the Green Knight one? There's no book that's labeled the Green Knight.
can we use investigation to
You can
sort
use
them
skill-
out?
This is basically all a skill checks. This is all skill check.
To sort them.
Investigation is going to be you reading through them all.
I was going to say to sort the books out into
I'll
again
give you
smaller
your first
groups.
Tips. This is the first one. Tendon, you took part in the research, as did Sindel, which means you could draw off a skill, say like history, that would point you in the right direction to find that book, because
Okay,
you
I'll
remember, you're going to remember what was referenced in that issue.
Yeah.
Using history, you can quickly save a lot of time. So,
Okay, I will do that.
Yep, you guys, anyone that was
Yeah.
around can pull history. Okay, on a 16, Tenon, immediately you see one book that you remember hearing the title of mentioned 10, 15 times. Immediately you grab that book.
Yes.
All right, you grab that book. As you start flipping through, there's a silver key right under next to the title labeled Bolton Keep. The Massacre at Bolton
Woohoo!
Keep. There's a key.
Hooray, I found it.
Woo! Okay, let's go put it in the keyhole and then go on the next one.
Everybody put the books back, or my brother will freak out.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is it the right key?
Well, we don't typically find keys in books, so I'm going to...
No. But I mean,
You wouldn't know until you
do
put
we
it in
have
the chest anyways.
Yeah.
are we gonna have to figure out which holes the keys go into?
If you were to take a bunch of notes and figure out what number they are, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I go back out. We all go back out.
So the whole group comes back out. A large truck drives by. A large truck drives by. Do you put the key in the keyhole?
Cast this immediately.
Sure.
So you put the key in the keyhole, you turn it, you hear a click.
Hooray!
Roland looks one down.
Okay, let's try the next one.
So the next, you pull out number 2. Are you going in order?
You guys want to go in
Might
order?
as well.
All right.
Might as well.
Why not?
Number 2, who's pulling it out? Remember, the person that pulls it out has to do the skill check.
I
I'll
look
take it.
towards. Okay.
So who's pulling it out?
Mischief.
All right, Mr. pulls out the next piece of paper out of number 2 and shows the paper to everyone and says, "Come one, come all, the tavern's got talent."
Oh, the stage.
Then, yes. Sindel will look over to
Sage,
Rylos.
yes.
Rylos is sitting up there and his arms are crossed. He's not playing music and he's leaning up against his Dracordian.
So I suppose we ask him? Maybe?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
would be a thing.
Okay, so we go over to him.
Okay, so you guys make your way over as he goes, he looks up, so who built the paper?
I did.
So Mistra walks up to him and says, "Well then," he steps back. "Your finest performance with these fine patrons," and he points to the rest of your group.
I have to play for them?
You do.
Oh crap.
There are a number of instruments around.
Can
Give it a
Cass
shot.
help him with
Okay,
like background music?
fuck.
Because he can.
There's
Okay,
no background
so
music on right now.
So I'm just gonna, like, I guess, roll performance and kind of dance.
And dance, okay?
Probably fell.
On a 16,
Not bad.
you do perform a traditional drow dance, which is whatever that is.
It was kind of.
As Relos watches and he looks to your group, he looks back to you, because you're not sure. I mean, you know you rolled a 16. Mister thinks no matter what she's doing a good job or not doing a good job. He pushes a key on his Dracordian, and a key pops out on a string. You've earned it.
Nicely done.
So
I'm staring at this right now. I'm kind of looking at it. How long has he been planning this to have an accordion that pops keys out when he? I look back at Roland like, How much work did he put into this so quickly?
Roland just smiles.
Roland is actually scaring Crom now because he's prepared so quickly.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take the cube back, I guess.
Yeah, so you take the key back and push it in?
Yep.
You hear a click. The second key goes in. That's 2. So who's taking the next piece of paper?
Okay.
I think-
Who would like a shot at it?
I will volunteer.
Okay,
All
Crom,
right.
Are you pulling out number 3 or are you pulling out a different number?
I will pick number 3.
Number 3 is pulled. The paper says, this berry was baked into a pie. Too bad it may have been poisonous.
See, I know
I know.
about this out of character.
You have a group with you.
I turned around to the group and I go, I have no idea what this is about.
We
I
had that
do.
pie making.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Renia
that's true, we
felt
did.
absolutely terrible about that, and so they are berries that she found in the woods. So we'll have to go outside and look for them, I guess.
So the group heads out. Okay, go ahead, Crom.
Now, they mentioned the pie making. I'm like, are you sure it's looking for the berries? Maybe it's something to do where you made the pies.
Okay, can you read me the clue again?
This berry was baked into a pie. Too bad it may have been poisonous.
It is specifically mentioning the berry, so I'd vote.
Okay,
We'll
we'll
look in
go
the
with the
woods.
berry first.
So you guys
Uh,
exit out into the clearing. Which forest do you go to? There are 2 different little forests around. You have the large one to the west towards Sindel and Denning's treehouse. You have one near the guild, and then there's technically, I think, one on the other side. Of the
I'm gonna say the one near the guild, but can I make it like a nature or survival check to
Well, Tenon will mention that when we were doing that, we were at the guild. So I would imagine
This is
that
true.
she got the berries from not far from the guild. So it's probably a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's go look there.
So you guys make your way over to get back onto the guild property as you run through, and Tenon kind of directs you to the general area of where she was foraging. How are you going to find the berry?
the good old fashioned way and going out and actually looking for berries?
Okay, so that'd be a nature check, correct?
That or survival?
It's going to be a nature. I'm going to call this.
Okay.
So starts ruffling around, and you find a key.
Why is it I always roll low when it comes to finding things?
You find a key.
Yes.
So you guys all head back. Crom, do you
Good
stick
job,
it in?
honey.
I put the key in.
It does not turn. Roland looks and goes, well then, Crom, looks like you're going back. Who's pulling the next sheet of paper? And you're going to go.
All right,
next.
Crom,
Shit.
go back and look harder.
Okay.
Sindel, you want a shot?
Everyone give
I can.
me an initiative roll real quick, since we're now having to split the party. Just the person that I just Hollow's gonna wait. Hollow there. So initiative.
Crom has a horrible habit of rolling really low.
Pray to the dice gods.
Sindel, did you roll yet?
Yeah.
You did, but you didn't select your token. I got you.
I will
gotcha.
sacrifice I will
Awesome.
sacrifice a crunchy to the dice gods.
Okay, so this being said, this is just ascending, so we can handle it. Who is taking the next piece of paper before Crom runs out?
Cinderwell.
Sindel, what number are you picking?
I will take 4.
You will take 4. Alrighty. Sindel pulls out number 4. Number 4 says the following: somewhere in the water, there was an arrival. Look twice in case you missed it.
There's a what?
Somewhere in the water, there was an arrival. Look twice in case you miss it.
an arrival.
Does he mean the sea elves?
Might. I mean,
I
How many?
remember.
What
Maybe
about-
the Wolfus was around.
Yeah. How many of us in character actually know about the sea?
well, I do.
Someone telling me.
What about maybe that pole where
The one
that
by
marks
our
their
house.
yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
We could go check and then look.
Okay,
Okay, so
let's try. I mean, if we get it wrong, we'll just keep looking.
Crom,
Yeah.
Crom,
Mm-hmm.
Crom leaves out to the thing. Sindel leaves out to the water. Who are you guys following? The rest of you. If they fail, someone else picks a key.
Yeah.
I'll follow Sindel.
So I'm just gonna split this up. So we
Tenon,
have.
do you want me to go with Chrome?
If you can help him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could.
So Tenon's
So-
probably going with Sindel. And you also having
Yeah.
Catherine go with Crom then.
Well, we'll ask
Splitting
her
the
where
three
she
and
wants
three?
to go. We'll ask Catherine where she
Okay.
wants.
I'm gonna say this. I think Tenon should come with us, because having, how do I put this? Having, if we're splitting the party, having someone who knows what's happened in the past on each party will keep us in
Yeah.
the loop.
Okay, so I'll go with Hollow and Crom, and Sindel can take Mister and Catherine.
Wait, you're leaving me with Sindel by myself?
Yep.
Have
Good luck
fun.
with that.
Sindel, don't do anything. Okay?
I'm gonna drown.
Who's the boss here, Hollow?
So, Sev, about this, no one's going to die in this game. Are you so confident in that statement now?
I said no one was the same.
I love that you think like Sindel is she's just gonna turn around and beat the crap out of them when she's already done that. Why?
I
Love
mean,
you
I've already
to
been
think she's a
banned.
killer.
Look,
Thank
Welcome
you.
to being the new Roland. So
look, I've already been banned from the guild hall and the forest to the west. Next,
Actually, this
she's
is
gonna
the
kill me in
point.
the
I
river.
have actually Vander from this land.
but this is different.
there's that.
But you have to work.
But I will let it slide since I'm with you.
Okay, so the two parties head out. Sindel, you take a little while running you're going to the Sea Elf Pole, right? Or the village,
Yeah.
where you're going to.
We'll go to the Self Pole first, and then we'll go on to the village.
So give me, as you get over there, give me a perception check. As you're looking around.
All of us, or just one?
Just Sindel. She's the one who pulled the
Okay.
paper.
15.
On a 15, at the very top of the pole, you see a key fluttering in the wind.
Is it like? Can I reach it, or am I gonna have to climb?
I mean, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You can take your time and get out there and snatch the key.
Okay.
That being said,
Before we head back, I'm gonna turn to Mistra.
Okay, good.
Look, wait out of sight. Let's not tell them. We'll just tell them you didn't come back. See if they believe it.
Oh my god. So yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Are you gonna hide?
Yeah.
Okay, give me. Are you? Yeah. I mean, you're hiding poorly in the trees, but they're not looking. I mean, so,
Like right in the clearing, not like right back there.
It's like
I'm giving you.
She's hiding
advantage.
behind it. She's hiding behind a twig.
So Crom, Tenon, and Hollow rush back into that area. Crom, how are you gonna search for this?
I turn around to the other two and I go, "Do you have any suggestions?"
You know I'm good at foraging and such, so maybe I know.
Is that allowed?
No, you have to make the skill roll.
Hmm. At this
Can
point,
I
I
help him
wish
though,
I.
thereby giving him advantage?
It's at this point I wish I had locate plant.
He does. You don't know which berry it is. That's why you're looking for. You guys can find berries all over the place, and the only reason you're not giving him advantage is because you don't know which poisonous berry it was.
True.
There's tons of poisonous berries in forests.
Well,
Can I can I argue that that would really be a survival thing? Because if you're out in the wild and you eat a berry, you want to know if
It's nature
poisoned or not.
because you're looking for the poisonous berry that didn't kill anyone.
Oh,
Survival
I'm going-
means to check, to forage, to find them. You were shown where they were, so I'm not making you go survival first.
Crom is going to. He's first going to walk around, looking at all the bushes and the berries and whatnot, and he's going to take note of the ones he knows are non-poisonous, the ones he would have encountered, and then he's going to make a mental list of all the poisonous ones, and from that list he's going to go to each poisonous bush and see if he can find a key.
So give me a nature. Because each poisonous berry has a key. You're pretty sure you're looking at this one. This is the one.
Do I have like a whole bunch of keys?
No, you're not. You're only able to grab one. The second you touch one, the others fade out of existence. You go to the ethereal plane.
Seriously? How did he make
Sorry.
all this? No. How did he make all this so quickly? That's scary.
He has a
Um,
queue with him.
that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of
Doesn't he have
sense.
a queue?
It helps when you have a queue and a level 18 druid hanging around. So
I'm going to have to run back to slot it in. I
Yeah.
can't send anyone else back,
nope, you
right?
all run back. Yep, that's the rules of the game.
Okay,
So,
I was gonna help him look.
Yeah. You guys found in each poisonous berry there is a key inside the bush.
Okay, so I don't get to roll for that, or
No, you helped him bypass the survival check first because you knew the
Oh,
exact
okay.
area.
okay.
So on our way back, do we see someone hiding behind a twig?
Yeah, you see,
I have
you see Mr. Terribly hiding in the
Because I've got literally a passive perception of 16, so it's kind of
So do I.
like.
So as you guys all run back in, Sindle's group makes it first. Sindel, you run up. You were in key number 4, right?
Yes.
So, key number 4. You put it in.
Yep.
Turn it. It clicks. Your party is not forced to split. You now, as Crom runs in, and he puts it in key number 3. He turns it. It does not turn.
Oh no, you guys still didn't find the right
Roland
one?
looks and says, 2 of you from Crom's party will be drawing.
So
Sorry, I
it's
couldn't hear you.
2? Did 2 people now have to
You're
pick up
fine. You're fine. You'll be the second person. So 2 of you will be on the task. So, he looks at Sindel's group. Are you still just drawing one paper?
The other group of drawing 2, right?
Yeah, they're all there. Mister's now hiding in the open door. You see her hiding plain as day, so if you want to try and
She's like
check
at
her.
Kendall
She's
shakes
like
her
got her
head.
hands over her face, just kind of like, hey.
you can't
somehow,
see.
somehow, like deep in the back of Sindel and Tennant's mind, they have to sneak suspicion is, how the fuck did she sneak into our guild hall?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, Crom has to go back with one other person?
Crom has to go back. One
Yeah.
other person from that group of 3 is forced to draw.
You said there's
Okay.
24 papers?
You have 3 keys so far.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Sindel's
Why don't-
group's going to decide first because they
Okay.
went first. So Sindel, are you each taking a key or are you sticking together?
Let's take one piece of paper for us, and then I don't know, Mr. or Catherine. Why don't one of you join the other group? So there's kind of 3 of us. So we're
So
kind of
you're
all equal for
spotting
a
into
while.
3 groups. Okay, so Sindel, who are you keeping with you?
I think Sindel would keep Mistra with us, so she could keep an eye on her.
Okay, Mistra or Sindel, who is drawing a piece of paper?
I guess I'll take it.
Okay, what number are you taking?
Okay.
You have 5 through 24 left.
Just to be off the wall, I want to take 24.
24. Okay. So pulls out the one at the end. And let me read you a clue. Number 24. The paper reads, "To the forge you go, the one for use, not the one for few. Only one design is right. Pick the wrong one and you could explode."
So, to the forge you go for the one in use, not the one for few.
Yeah, you're all here, so you guys, the other group can still help here.
Do you think he means one in Hillcrest?
Black powder. Anything with black powder, I wouldn't.
So forges, there's
So there's
the one
one
under
in
the guild.
Hillcrest and
there's
one under
in
the guild.
Hillcrest and one under
I
the
would
guild.
say the one in Hillcrest because
Because people
Pretty
can use the
particular
one.
about-
Because one of them says it's not used as much.
But I'm gonna turn around.
it's not for as many people, which would be
Which
the
the
one-
guild,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
which we don't let anyone use.
yeah.
I'm gonna point out that would Roland risk blowing up somewhere in Hill? Wait, no, never mind.
It's Roland. He could pay for it.
Okay, so you guys think? Can you read the clue again?
Yes, to the forge you go, the one for use, not the one for few. Only one design is right. Pick the wrong one and you could explode.
Okay, so
Wait,
it
not the one
sounds like
for not the one for what?
Not
Not
the
the
one for
one-
few.
So
For
I would
few.
imagine that's not the one at the guild. They mean the one in Hillcrest.
Yeah.
It would be the one in Hillcrest.
And I imagine when you get there, there'll be two options. So I would suggest you look them over very carefully before you make a decision.
So, I remember when Nancy was telling Ember about the flintlocks, she said using black powder would be a good idea. So if that design has black powder, don't choose it.
Makes sense.
Yes.
So as Mr.
See,
Ensign
I have out of
No,
player
we'll wait
knowledge.
till the other clues have been drawn. So the other clues been drawn, so we can help.
Yeah.
All right.
I
so-
have outer player knowledge, and I want to ask a question about outer player knowledge, but I can't. It's so fucking annoying.
Okay, so
yeah.
Crom, is it Crom and Hollow, and then Catherine and Tennant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, who from Tennant and Catherine is drawing a paper?
I'll let Catherine try one.
Sure, she will.
What number would you like? There is 5 through 23 left now.
Well, let's go with 5. Why not?
Number 5. Okay. This clue reads, "This red one has something, but will only give it to you to one with a silver tongue."
A silver what?
A silver tongue.
This red one.
Maybe you're talking about
Does he mean?
Mr. Red and the Crooked Road.
Yeah.
That's a good thought. Yes. And
Are you
so
going to have to give
go-
head to Mr. Are you going to have to give head to Mr. Red? Is that what's going to happen here?
Oh my god.
So I guess we have to go talk Mr. Red into giving up the
Hey,
key.
at least your
Like
character's
something.
female.
Darling?
Well, not that wouldn't stop Tennant either.
Dino
Oh,
looks at him weirdly.
Would somebody
No, only Sindel would stop him. The threat of Sindel will stop him. So okay, whenever we're ready, we
So
will.
Crom and Hollow, who's picking? Oh no, Crom's still going.
yeah. I've got a
Sorry.
literally it's Crom turning around, sighing, and starting to sprint. He's already gonna. I swear he's going to make a groove in the floor. He's going to come back and forth so much.
All
Come on,
right.
honey, it's okay.
So,
We'll get this
We have
eventually.
Mr. You're running to Hillcrest. So one turn goes by. Going to Hillcrest takes 2 turns. You
Okay.
don't get there on this turn. Catherine and let's see, Catherine's next. Catherine and Tennant rush off into the clearing. They turn, looking at the other people as they run off in their respective directions. Make your way up into the Crooked Brook. The door is open. The left-hand door is barricaded up as it's been since I think Dresney is the one that ripped the door off the hinges and tried to throw it at someone. You walk in, all the NPCs, Matthias is there, and everyone in as Mr. Red is standing behind his counter. Since that's who you're heading for.
Hello.
Greetings, sir.
He nods his head. Can I help you?
I heard you have a key in your possession, and I would wonder if I can trade something for you with it.
Trade? You're gonna have to give me an offer here.
Something more about the likes of a private performance.
I knew it.
He laughs. He actually laughs and says, "I have my eye on a monk."
Everyone slowly turns to Tenon.
No, it's not. It's not Tenon.
Not Tenon.
I know it's not Tenon, but still.
All right. Well,
Tenon, you have to take. You're gonna have to take one for the team, man. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
So since you're trying to get this out of him, yeah, and you're going in the right direction, just a little too far, or too few close direction. Why don't you roll me a persuasion as you're trying to talk him into giving you the key?
I so should have went with Tenon. I
Oh,
can talk
sure.
through my teeth.
He smiles. Sure, I have a key for you, and he hands one to you.
all right.
Oh,
Let's
thanks,
try
eh?
this one.
I'm
As-
sure I should come again sometime.
As Tenon and
Thank
Catherine run back, he says, Sure. Enjoy your day." And you guys run back. So Crom and Hollow, you guys arrive back to the same patch.
Go for it, hun.
Crumb's like, fuck this shit. Where are those bushes? And can I proceed to rage?
I'll let you rage as a free action.
Can I get advantage?
No,
Because I've done it so many fucking times.
no, you can't. So
Oh,
you immediately just
Why?
get there. You're so mad. You just stick your hand in a bush, accidentally touching a key, and you look and you're like, "Fuck, that's not poisonous." And you know, you immediately both know, and you just turn and sulk back.
It's literally me just moping. It's
It's
like
okay,
I'm the hunter who can't even hunt.
So as
You're
Kath-
supposed to cut her. Shush.
As you guys turn around, Catherine and Tenon and Crom and Hollow all reach back to the tavern. However, in
Nope.
Hillcrest, Mister, you run up to the large outdoor forge.
Okay.
There's a dwarf sitting behind. He's half asleep. You see like 19 keys behind him. He's you the inspectors?
I guess, yes.
Oh, okay. He drops 150 scroll cases on the thing. Here you go.
God.
Have fun, guys. Have fun.
Quickly as you're starting to flip through them, the two of you, Cinder's helping you just look through them. Give me an intelligence check as you're looking for something without black powder.
Okay.
Sorry, an intelligence saving throw, because I didn't let you have
Oh,
proficiency.
intelligence save?
Do you have proficiency in intelligence saves?
No, I do not.
Then it's a 6. You immediately just go, you pick one out. This is definitely the one. You hand it to him. He looks, counting the keys. This one. Hands you a key.
God damn it.
As you run back for turn number 1. Catherine, you run up. You had key number 5. You stick your key in. Doesn't turn. Roland looks to
All right.
Tenon and Catherine as Hollow and Crom make their way in. Crom runs up, just sticks the key in. Oh, do you even say anything, or just be like, "I know it's not going to turn"?
I literally just put the key against it, and it's like, nope. And it's like, dear, just would you pick a piece of paper, right? Literally just
He looks.
starting to slink
He looks to Hollow.
toward
and
back
Cat.
to store, kind of like.
Hollow,
fuck
you have
this
the
shit.
higher initiative, so you get the first pick.
Okay then. Good luck, honey.
What number do you want? There's 6 through 23 left.
6.
Number 6. Okay, that is Hollow. Make sure you remember your numbers so I have a chart for them to cross them off. Number 6. You pull out the piece of paper as you read it to everyone that's there. So, Sindel and Mister, you cannot you know, at giving advice.
Well, I can I
Beasts-
argue that
Hold on. No, the four of you were there together.
no,
Those
but can I
four.
argue that Tenon can communicate with Sindel
No,
telepathically?
more than
No.
100.
Can't. She's not in.
Too far
Great.
away.
Damn.
Never been in the same room.
So, you read this clue. Beasts aren't always nice. Sometimes they follow their nature. There's danger ahead.
Get out of here!
I think I know what that's about. We put up.
So do I.
Well, it's either directly in the Displacer Beast pen, or we had put up signs around the treehouse warning people about.
True.
So it might be by the treehouse, like by the signs.
Well, thank goodness I know where it is.
Yep.
Okay, so you have your clue.
Displacer?
Crom has his clue. Catherine has hers, as I'm going to just split you because you could potentially not be arriving at the same time. Tenon, what piece of paper do you draw?
I will. I will
There's
take.
7 through 23.
Okay, I'll take 7.
Number 7, the perfect Tenon paper.
Oh no.
Some people are blunt. Others try and hide their meaning. Bring Roland a sampler platter from Hillcrest's bar.
Huh. Sampler platter. Huh?
You weren't around for the one shot, but that's what a lot of people weren't around for that one shot. That's why I told you where to go. You'll learn quickly. You learn what skill is involved there.
Okay, I'm confused.
Yeah, Tenon just looks confused. Roland as he sees you draw that paper, and then referencing your conversation earlier today, he chuckles loudly. He's like, oh, God.
I'm very confused.
Roland just looks at Roland like, what?
Roland's actually going to help you out and goes, if he knows it's for me, he's not going to give it to you. And he laughs.
Ah, I see. All right. Well, then I will head to Hillcrest.
Okay. So as you guys are running out, and you guys are you waiting a whole turn? Are you guys leaving, or are you staying for the others to arrive? I will allow you to stay.
Yeah, why don't we wait and make sure everybody is here, and then before we all go, so we all know what everybody else is doing.
Just mechanic-wise, you guys, this is going to take 5 minutes off the counter. If you're
okay.
Crom is kind of like, can I just go? Because we all know what I'm doing. And...
Go.
Yeah, okay. But if you guys run into the other people, just let them know what's going on.
Oh, so you're all going?
Of course.
Yeah, just let everybody know, like, if you run into somebody, let them know where we are and what's going on.
So you guys all leave. As you guys leave your various points, Mistra and Sindel return from Hillcrest. So we're going to do them first as they're in the tavern, and then we will go
Hi, Mr. Hyson.
to you guys. So, Mistra, you put the key into the lock.
Yeah.
It does not turn. Roland looks to Sindel. Well, Mister, you know where you're going. Sindel, what paper would you like to draw?
I'll take 13.
Number 13. Okay, number 13 reads, the first door warded still has a puzzle, but can you solve it?
First awarded still has a puzzle. Can you solve it?
Correct.
Well, awarded
I will-
doors.
I will, because Sindel has knowledge of this, and Huggles probably forgot, you would know that the first door you know was warded was Roland's room.
Oh, yes. She goes immediately downstairs then, I
Yeah,
guess.
she heads downstairs. Mistress starts heading to Hillcrest. Let's see. So Mistress is going to take a turn. Hollow is... Where were you going, Hollow, again? Were you going to the treehouse, or were you going to the guild?
The treehouse.
Okay. Hollow, you run to the treehouse. Give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Boop. Are you kidding me?
Wow, Roll20 really hates us today.
You wander around for a turn.
Son of a biscuit.
So we go to Catherine. Catherine, you may get back to the Crooked Rook. Mr. Red sitting there laughing at this point.
She now has a flute in her hands, saying, "You sure you don't want that performance from me?"
He nods. I'm very sure, my dear. So explain to me why I should give you the right key.
Oh. They said they kind of need the money to fight the war. I'm sure you look like you're kind of sympathetic towards these people, aren't you?
Roll a persuasion. Let's see how sympathetic he is right now.
Come on, 3 nat ones in a row.
Spending a luck point on this.
A luck point? Okay, yeah.
Oh, and you roll perception, actually, not
Yeah, you roll
persuasion.
So roll persuasion first. Spending a luck point? I'll let you spend your luck point to roll perception. Or, sorry, persuasion. Wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like-
You
Seriously?
want to spend another luck point?
My question is,
I guess well.
did he manage to see anything, or she managed to see anything with a perception of 10?
On a 16, so you spend 2 luck points. He's like, I guess I am, and he hands you a key.
Thank you, sir.
This
She
one
runs
comes
away.
out of like his actual person. He pulls it out of his person. Like he just pulls it out like it was inside his shirt, and he hands you a key.
Yes,
So
thank you, sir. And sure, he runs away.
we then go at this turn to Sindel downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the door's closed, and you see arcane symbols. They're all lit up.
Hit
It's
it with
definitely a
your
puzzle.
hammer.
Okay. What kind of puzzle?
A magic puzzle.
Oh, good. You thought Cinder would be good at this, right?
I didn't think. I'm not the one who decided who picked what paper.
So, with the magic puzzle, Arcana?
Or intelligence. Not that either one of those are good for me, but
You can pick to roll intelligence or arcana, but only one of them will give you the answer. The proper answer.
it makes absolutely no difference to me. So
What is going on?
Double nat ones?
This
Seriously?
is seriously a problem.
Sindel sits down
We're
for the
going to
rest
let
of
her to roll 20.
Sindel sits down for the rest of her turn.
Her
Stumped by the-
brain hurts.
my brain explodes at this point.
Tenon was
Can't think. Sindel needs smash.
okay. Tenon was running to Hillcrest. As that is his turn this round. Crom, you're back in the bushes.
Sorry,
Okay,
what?
It takes you a turn, and then you get to Hillcrest.
Okay.
So
So-
that's just how Hillcrest is always 2 turns.
No problem.
Logically, there's going to be multiple of the same bush, correct?
You don't know that, especially how you've been working.
No, but you know what I'm. Because remember the way I walked around and picked out all the bushes that would be poisonous and that
They're
kind of.
all slightly different.
Oh,
Just roll the nature.
I'm not getting above a 6 lately.
Reaches in, grabs another key. He feels good about this one though, as he runs back.
Eventually, he's gonna run out of keys.
This is Roland. You would like to think so.
You would like to.
No,
Yeah, I know.
With Roland, you'll never run out of.
It's just gonna keep. It's like I got this image of Roland running the forest and putting keys out.
A wild
And running
Andy,
back.
appears and puts another key there. Mistra, you ran on your first turn. You're running back to Hillcrest. This is your second turn. In there, you get back to the shop. He chuckles. That one would have blown your hand off.
Okay, so another intelligence check.
Yep.
Good luck.
Awesome. Good
Good
luck.
luck.
Me. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You pull out another design you think is good. And he
Okay,
hands it
so-
to you. Hands you a key.
Okay.
So you start running back.
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, she.
You were going. You stand up. You immediately realize there's no keys here.
Son of a biscuit! It wasn't the guild hall.
It's going to take you a turn to arrive at the guild hall. Catherine, you make it back.
I don't know why I rolled perception.
Yay for the game!
So, Catherine, you run in. You put your keyhole in number 5. You turn it, and it turns.
Alright.
There is 8 through 12 and 14 through 23.
Let's pick 23. Why not?
23. Oh, boy. Working in the shadows has always been a skill. Yet in the forest sits a key. Get spotted, and it disappears. Roland, looking to you, knowing you're new, directs you to the Western Tavern Forest. He says, go 6 trees, and there's a path with bushes. Make it to the end without being spotted, and the key will still be there.
Sounds like the task for me, sir!
So this key
Right on
has
my
eyes.
way.
No, there's someone there that will remove the key.
Okay.
So, Catherine takes it. She heads out. That's your turn. Sindel,
Well, I'll say she sees
Yeah.
Chrome returning, right?
you'll pass Crom by on the way.
Yeah, she plays on her flute while she's going out. Especially for him.
Did you give him inspiration?
Yes, he gets a
you.
bardic inspiration of
Thank you
26.
so much.
1d6 for inspiration. As
Bet
she
you
runs off.
I'll bet you a fucking roll of 1 on the inspiration.
Wait, it's, yeah, it's a.
So, Sindel, you stand up, and
So-
only because of your proximity to the thing, you're not going to lose your turn and run back. You can roll me another Arcana. The ones in the tavern are supposed to be easier. On a 17, that is number 13, right? On a
Yep.
17, you slide the puzzles around, and the door doesn't open.
God damn. I wonder how much Bobby would mind if I broke the door down.
I would not suggest trying it. I mean, I'll let you try. I will not
No.
suggest trying it.
Just like back up and throw your
You-
ball at it.
You know well enough. Okay, so Tenon, you arrive at
Okay.
the bar in Hillcrest on this turn. And
Yep.
you walk in. Immediately as you walk in, there's a board, like right by, like almost like a notice board. You see a roughly drawn sketch of Roland and Bogle with the words "Do not allow in this bar."
He laughs.
So
Wait.
there's an actual story behind this. It's a one shot. You can go back and look at it. It's
How-
Nancy's scavenger hunt.
How did Roland get in to give him keys if he's not allowed in?
The
This
mysteries
is
of
Roland.
His
Who
entire
gets places?
his entire family is here right now.
Nancy was able to bring it.
Yeah, that's Nancy's
Yeah.
favorite bar, by the way.
Yeah.
So that being said, you're in there, and there's a male, a male human, middle-aged, if I remember correctly, standing behind the bar.
Hello.
Ah,
How
good
are
evening.
you?
Can I get you an ale, some food?
Yeah, I was hoping for a sampler platter, actually.
A sampler platter. You
The
with Roland or Bogle
no,
never recovered from that day.
Yeah, I saw your sign out front. They must have really made a mess in here.
Give me a deception check because you said no, you're not with them.
Oh, come on! Seriously! What is with these dice today? This is insane.
He just stares you down. He doesn't throw you out. He just stares you down. And that will be the turn. Crumb,
Okay.
you make it
Crumb.
back with the key.
I'm gonna put the key into it and be like,
Would you like to guess what happens?
if I guess right, do I get a prize?
No.
It doesn't open!
Correct. Roland is like almost laughing so hard he's crying. Because here's the thing, he doesn't know you're a fighter. You kind of look like a ranger. You have a bow. doing all this stuff. You look like a ranger, so Roland finds this fucking hilarious.
Crumb turns to Roland and he's just like, was punching me in the face multiple times not enough? Evil, evil. And he stomped outside like, fuck this shit.
Alright, Crops heads back. Mistra, you arrive, right? Because you...
Yeah.
Actually, I have a
Oh
question.
no, you're traveling this turn. You got the key
Can I
last turn,
use-
sorry.
Can I use action surge to get there quicker?
No.
Aha.
So, Mistra's traveling back, arrives to put the key in next turn. Hollow, you arrive at the guild hall. What do you do?
I look around for the key outside of the blizzard.
Outside? Okay, give me perception.
So, 21.
On a 21, because it was so high, you don't notice anything outside of the guild hall. You quickly look around after being and seeing the keys placed so far. You're like, shit, it's not here. It's not in the outside. I will allow you, because you rolled so high in your perception. Do you enter the pen?
No, because she knows that Ella probably wouldn't.
Well, no, inside there's pens that are closed.
Sorry, do you enter the enclosure, not the pen?
There's like a building, and then each of them have their own separate stalls, which they are
Like
locked
a
into.
stables for
Not,
horses.
not
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
where she'd get attacked by the displacers. Yeah, she
Yeah.
would.
Okay. So as you look around, immediately, you notice there is a single key. And it's behind one of the displacer beasts. Over the top, where there's probably like an Eldar sign over Eldar, there's one other sign with a name, and it says Dippy, which is Roland's displacer beast. Would you
Oh
like to roll
god.
me an animal handling as you kind of looked at the key, you looked at the displacer beast, you looked at the key again?
You've got this. You've got this.
On a 12, you like, hi, as you approach, a tentacle comes out just swiping right before your nose. And that's the end of the turn. It does not hit you. Catherine, you are out. You are at you obviously, right, because Roland gave you directions, you see the path. You see cover, you see, and at the end, you can see the key.
Well, before she goes through,
Yeah,
she
exactly.
would like to cast something called Pass Without Trace.
Okay, that's allowed.
So
Roll.
using that,
What number did you pull again, just so I can find? 23.
at 23.
I just have to see. I have the DCs right now. Each of them are different. So, roll me that.
Using that.
Yep.
It's a roll still.
So 10 plus whatever you roll.
Yes.
20.
So
On
20.
a 20, you dodge from cover to cover, and eventually you just jump out, grab the key, and it's still in your hand. As you head back.
Okay. Just to make sure she goes back in stealth and makes her way back to the
Yeah,
tavern.
that's fine. So, Sindel, where were you again? Oh yeah, you're at the door.
I am. Yes.
All right.
You can do
The
it.
puzzle resets.
Goddamn puzzles.
Swipe through it again in frustration. It lights up all red. She-
Honestly, if Roll20 would agree with us, we would have been done half of these already.
I think that's the
Yes.
point.
That's how you know it's a one shot. Okay, so Teddy, you're still in the bar. So he's eyeing you down. How are you trying to talk your way out of this?
He said, okay, I know them, but I don't, I'm not, I wasn't here when that happened. I don't know what happened.
So you're here getting stuff for them.
No, for me. I run the guild.
Uh-huh. Roll me a deception check. And he's like eyeing you down.
Come on.
I hate these dice. We're reloading this. This is nonsense.
He slams his fist down on the bar. I'm not sure I believe you. Crumb, you make your way back to the berries.
That roll was just a thing to reset the dice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this now. As a bonus action, I'd like to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
Just so I can get back and forth quicker.
There's gonna be a hole in the tavern floor from where you're running back.
No, there's gotta be smoke with little flames. I'm also going to roll nature.
Yeah, you are. On a 20,
Finally.
you see the one key that matches the color of all the others that turned, and you just suck your head down.
Was it
You grabbed
literally right to my
it
left?
was the first bush. She nat one.
It was literally the first bush.
Yes.
This entire time I've been walking past it.
Yes. I'm pretty sure she like nat one her nature check. If I remember correctly.
So yeah, I did. With Expeditious Retreat, do I get back to the thing fast enough to turn it now?
No,
Damn.
because it's a bonus action casting. And you move to get here, and it's your action to do a skill check.
So that's my turn.
Okay. Mistra, you arrive back in the tavern.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the key.
You put it in, it does not turn.
It doesn't turn?
Nope.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Roland goes, was that 2 hands you probably have blown off by now?
Do what?
He looks at you and goes, what's that, like 2 hands you probably would have blown off by now?
Yeah, probably.
As Mr. begins her trek back to Hillcrest. Hollow, there's an angry displacer beast next to you.
Hey. Holo's gonna take a deep breath, reach into her satchel, and pull out a few, Elodie light.
Uh-huh. So what are you trying to offer my displacer beast?
Elodie likes.
Uh-huh, okay.
He usually feeds her dried meat.
Down, so animal handling.
Okay, so animal handling. You're actually going to take an actual attack on a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Somewhere in here, you had displacer
Like
beast. Yeah,
the
modified.
something.
No, I have a sheet. Don't you worry. I still have a sheet. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
You're gonna go ahead and take 17 points of damage.
Oh my god.
As you hold it out and this thing, you don't realize how close you are, just whacks you across the face.
Sorry.
What did you say about doing your best to get killed?
Yeah, I didn't expect that many nat ones. I'm not gonna lie. I should have with this group, but yeah, okay.
Seriously, roll a 1d100, reset the dice. I'm not joking. Look at what happened for me.
I'm waiting for you to nat 1 for the rest of the game now to come.
I'm touching wood as I speak, so fuck you.
Catherine. Which one were you on again?
23, wasn't it?
22, yeah, you make it back in. You go run up, put the key in, it turns. What number are you taking?
She first makes a victory dance and
Yeah. Roland chuckles
And
at the
then,
victory dance.
and then she takes 22. That was still
22.
available, right?
Oh, Jesus. So, destined lovers once planted here, yet inside one of the crops sits the token you need. Catherine has no clue where to go, and Roland just shakes his head. I gave you one. So you hold the rest of your turn until someone comes back that might know?
Yeah, she will wait until
Okay.
she finds someone who does know.
Alright. Sindel. Out of character, does Sindel know the clue? What the clue would mean? Where it would mean, I should say? She should.
I think so.
So I will let you, because you've been here so long, and knowing Sindel, make an Arcana first. As you swipe around, it's all red. Storm back up the stairs, curse at Roland, and then
No, I
seek a
hate
change.
puzzles.
Roland's laughing. He goes, "You might want to help her."
Can I push Roland off the bar?
You could attempt to make an athletics check.
No, I'm going to think better of that.
Oh, hang on. Now, I'm gonna say this. Is Sindel very angry right now? Does Sindel want to smash? Would Sindel
Bobby will
think
shout
twice?
at her if she brings them all out.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm not even them all. I'm just saying, would Sindel think twice of pushing him off the bar if she's pissed off?
With Roland, probably.
It's Roland, yes, she would.
Yeah.
So,
Anyone else, she'd probably
so yeah,
do it.
you heard the clue. Would you like to try and point Catherine as she shows it to you in the right direction?
So the clue was...
Destined lover, exact writing. Give me a second. Destined lovers once planted here, yet inside one of the crops sits the token you need.
I know what it is.
I think I know what it is, but I may very well be wrong. By the guild house, Bogle planted some peppers for me and Tenon. They're called Sindel's peppers. She says it's to Catherine. May very well be wrong. It's the only thing I can think of, though.
I was thinking more on a darker side.
So you head out to the guild house?
Ah, yes, you will thank Sindel and run off to the guild hall.
Alright. As you turn getting there, Sindel, you walk back downstairs cursing under your breath likely. Tenon, knock at the bar.
I order a wine first.
Bobby just hands you a bottle.
Thank you, Bobby.
Roland actually pays him for the bottle. Hey, here you go. She's gonna be down there a while. As Tenon, you're back in that bar, and he's looking at you.
Well,
Oh.
I do. I know you probably don't. I don't really look like the sort of person who would run a guild, but I am, and I'm happy to pay for it, and maybe in the future I can get you to do a little more catering for us if I like.
Deception
What
check
I
still, because he thinks you're getting it from Roland. On a 19 deception, is that enough? Let's look at it.
It damn well better be.
He sighs and goes, sorry for giving you a hard time. He hands you a plate of just like everything on the menu and hands it to you. Are you having it here or are you taking it to go?
I mean, I gotta take it to go. I gotta show my.
He sighs as he's already taking like the few coins that you had. Like,
Yeah.
Only a couple copper. And he just looks at you now, knowing you lied to him, and he just dumps it in a bag and hands you a soaking wet leather like a leather bag. He says, "Here's your meal to go."
It's
Yeah.
just like sink.
Inside,
leaking out the bottom.
inside the bag as you walk out, you see a key.
Okay, I will pull it out and I'll just be like, yeah, thanks. But I'll leave him the silver as a tip,
As a tip.
a show of goodwill.
He gives you you start heading back. We are to Crom, who makes it back into the tavern.
I literally just hop, skip, jump, key in the hole.
You go to turn it.
Oh yeah.
It turns.
Crom
number
falls
4, right?
to his knees and is like,
what number
yes!
was that number?
That was 3.
Oh God.
Crom's literally on his knees like, yes! Finally!
What
And
number do you take? You have 8 through 12.
17.
17.
The perfect number.
The perfect number. Oh yes. Oh, thank you, God. This just makes so much better because it's happening. Many people plan to break into this room. Oh man, few have the stones to mess with. You should try and force the door.
Seriously?
Yep.
Crom just slowly looks at Roland. Seriously? You're
Nods.
really at...
He
Crom
goes, would
just-
you like to know which door that is? It's the big metal one. 2nd floor. And
Crom
leans
sighs
back.
and goes, oh, thank God it isn't. Is it 2nd floor here or in the guild?
2nd floor here.
Oh no.
Oh,
Crom's going to wait for someone to come back to talk to.
He goes, no,
Actually,
seriously,
no.
It's right up there. It's right upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the door.
Because the expedition retreat I've been allowed just for this one time, you get up to the floor. As you try and push, you're pushing on the door. It's not a strength check. Don't worry about that.
I'd like to inspect the door first.
It's trapped beyond a terrible mess.
Fucking carrots.
There are so many traps on this door. You just immediately know without any rolls, you are not going to be able to disable these traps.
Can I make like an intelligence check or
For
to see
what?
if there's like
There's a lot of things here you might just know without rolling.
basically if there's a very simple solution to opening the door
Yes,
without going,
pushing
I'm gonna
it.
break in.
Pushing it.
Okay.
Pushing on it.
I just push the door.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
I do have a point. Are you advising me to use the inspiration?
I'm asking you if you'd like to use it or not. You don't know if that succeeds or not. I'm just asking you if you'd like to use it, since you have
I
it.
mean, it's fine enough.
I will keep it for now because I can take a hit.
Immediately, like, bolts of lightning go off, a small thing of fire starts appearing. Like, you watch as, like, every 3rd level damaging spell is cast as you just quickly step out of the way, and a key falls from... a key does not fall. Roland hears the bell go off and be like, are you alive?
Yes!
I have the key on me if you'd like to come get it.
Are you really trying to kill me?
No!
Is this about that night? Because, I mean, you punched me, but if I come down...
It's not my fault you picked that paper.
it's like, if I come down, are you going to shoot me with a crossbow or something?
I didn't want to kill you the other night. Or you'd be
Okay,
dead.
fair enough. He's going to come back down.
That's the end of your turn before you get to come back down.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Mistra, you make it to Titan's, not to Titan's Crossing. Yeah, you make it to Titan's Crossing. You make it to here so far. You make it back to the place. You make it back to the workshop, the forge. As left, that's 2 limbs.
Can I just like intimidate this guy for the actual key?
Yeah, sure, you can try. Yeah, he laughs. I'm more afraid of rolling than you.
God damn it.
That's your skill check. So we'll move on to Hollow.
Okay, Hello's just like, okay, I know this one is Roland, so I'm actually gonna ask him for help because
You think Roland's going to help pay you? You know Roland well enough. He will pull a prank on you if nothing else.
He'll try to take your weapons while invisible.
Hello's just really, really annoyed.
All right, and animal handling is you're still there.
Alright.
Still, the tentacles are flying. You're like, nope, not stepping in, not doing it, not doing it. Nope.
You could try asking the kitty to pass it to you. I mean, they're quite smart.
Can she?
You be your real skill check. You can try. That's what the animal handling will be. Still gonna be a roll. Catherine, you are heading to the guild hall. So she directed you to a small patch out in front of the main guild hall doors. There is like 3 peppers, I think, left because Tendon gave them as a present, wedding present to Bogle. Correct? There was only like 3 planted. And
No, those were from his mother.
Oh,
His mother.
These are the ones that were just growing. Okay,
Yeah.
You see this very small sprouts because Bogle never enhanced the earth.
No, but Rosewood did.
Oh, Rosewood did? Okay, so
Yeah,
still, they're you immediately get there. Give me a perception.
Wasn't it investigation?
This one's going to be perception because it's not the check.
Alright.
You take
Using
some
luck
time.
point.
You take some
Using luck point.
luck point. Okay.
Oh, well, much better.
You beat the 10 DC to not feel horribly. So you look and immediately go, these things aren't even started to really grow yet because it's not been long enough. Plant growth and enriching the soil doubles the yield. It does not make them grow quicker. So I will let you roll me one more perception to see if you see anything else on the guild there. Because this is your first time in the guild. I can't help you get to where you actually need to be in the guild. On the 19, you're walking around for a few moments, and at the end of your turn, you spot...
Oh, hey, there's the huge field, of
You
course.
spot the garden at the back end that Sin and Nintendo both know about.
A few face palms.
As that's going to be the end of your turn going there, so you don't have to go all the way back. Sindel, now with a bottle of wine, at the puzzle.
She opens it, has a swig first.
Oh, of course.
Only one, so.
She does her best work while she's drunk.
No,
On an
she does
11,
better work while she's done.
on 11,
drunk.
you again swing these all around as nothing happens. They just light up red again, and you take another swig of the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tenon, I'm going to say because you're monk speed, you were there for a few turns, just to keep you active. You make it back this turn, and you put the key in. Roland grabs the bag from you, goes, he still is a fucking dick, and just throws the bag into the trash, hands you the what you paid for it, and you turn the key, and it turns. And that was number 1 again?
Hooray!
7.
7, yeah.
Okay. You pull another. You have 8 through 12, 14 through 16, or 18 through 22.
18.
18. Okay. A young girl can be scary if placed in the right light. Your job is to show the man under the vines tree you are scarier.
The man under the vines tree?
Yes. If you as a player are stuck on this, I'll let Tenon roll me an intelligence or wisdom, whichever one you get.
I know exactly what it is.
Because Tenon would know this.
Okay.
That's why I'll let you roll for it. See it, make sure 10 doesn't have a brain fart.
Come
10
on!
has a brain fart.
What is with these rules? This is insane.
Sindel mutters, steps up the stairs, stomping again, glaring at Roland, sees you. You show her the clue. Would you like to assist?
Boggle had a tree by the lake. Try that one.
Okay. I will go.
Okay, so yeah,
He'll
you
give him
head out.
directions to the right tree
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Immediately upon hearing that tree, Teddy goes, "Oh, fuck," and just like immediately he's like, "Wow, I knew that one." So he heads out. He heads out to the tree. He knows exactly what tree it is. He's not gonna have to roll. Crumb. Roland tosses you the key.
Crumb
He
kinda
looks
goes,
at you and goes, Garrett might not be pleased about that though. As you turn the key and it clicks.
Crumb sighs and literally pinches the brow of his nose. Is like, either the traps will kill me, Garrett will kill me, or you'll kill me. And he looks at the chest.
Roland looks right at you again and goes, "No, understand. If I wanted you dead, you would have died."
True, but it's more fun with me dying paranoid that I'm going to die.
Okay, so Crumb, you have 8 through 12, 14 through 16, and 19 through 22.
I'm gonna go 19.
No, 19.
No,
Oh,
19.
yes. Enjoy this one. Okay, Crumb. You pull out the small piece of paper. A man will refuse to give you the item. He sits on a bridge where a bear got a cleric wet. Give me a history check to see if you even know where they're referring to.
Fuck, I don't, but...
This one's a double. On an 11, you don't meet the DC. You kind of just sit down and sit there, reading your clue. Because no one here knows this, that's why I had to double check. But the DCs are significantly lower. Mistra, you're there, you tried intimidating him. Would you like to look at the blueprints again?
I had another idea, but I'm just gonna go with the blueprint.
Okay, I mean, if you want to try any ideas, I'll let you try it. Just
Oh,
understand.
my idea involved a disguise kit, but I don't. So yeah, intelligence. Motherfucker!
You grab a blueprint, he chuckles,
It
you
actually
don't
blows my
realize it,
hand off.
and he just gives you a key.
This blueprint actually blows my hand
No,
off.
it doesn't. It's just a blueprint.
If you're rolling that one, maybe that one will blow your hand off.
Knowing our luck, it might even happen.
So, you begin to run back to the tavern. Hollow, where were you last? Good, Displacer Beasts again. Scared, cowering at Displacer Beasts. What do you do? Hey, what's up, Caleb?
Just take a deep breath and do it again.
Alright. Again, you're just noping. The tentacles are swinging all around you. Give me a perception check as well.
Alright, percept. Boop.
The cats, Dippy seems to be laughing at you, as is Elidor. They're just laughing at this.
Why is it you roll a 19 on the perception?
Because I have a +6. I have a +3. And
So-
I was just like, for frick's sake, guys, and Sylvan.
I'm gonna have to roll for Catherine because Nid had to step away for a second. So he's
Wait.
looking through. He had to step away for a second. He whispered to me.
Would they understand Sylvan?
Yes.
They
Yes.
do.
I have a question.
Yes.
What would forgery kit be?
Forgery kit?
Yes.
It depends on what you're trying to do with it. Because
Like,
it's not always a standard roll. It's usually intellect.
Okay.
It's
I was just making
intellect.
sure
It's
'cause-
intellect to get the papers right, and then it's usually dexterity to craft them properly.
Because I have proficient in that and disguise kits because I'm a
Investigation as she starts looking around the fields. On a 16, I do not know if that makes it. On a 16. Which number? Oh, shoot. I keep having to scroll up and down for you guys. A 16, she does not find the plant on this turn. She just keeps looking through. She doesn't find any of the keys. It's just hidden in all the crops. Sindel, as you drink your wine.
Sighs heavily.
Sindel, after all the checks and rolling finally a 19, unfortunately the DC is a 20. No, it's not 20. I'm not that mean.
Not 20 will go home.
So you realize the entire time that there was arrows on all these runes, and the arrows just need to face each other, and you go, I fucking hate puzzles. As you put them all together. And you crack open the door, and a key just drops into your hand. And the door swings all the way open and stays open. As you walk back up, you turn the key in to, that is number 13.
Yep.
And you pull another paper.
Crom waves.
What number? You have 8 through 12, 14 through 16, or 20 through 22?
I'll take 12.
12. Okay. I'm sure this one's going to go smashingly for you as well.
Oh, good.
The nearest shrine hides something. Disturb it and you gain nothing. Pay your respects and get everything.
Okay. Well, the nearest shrine will be the one to Amagar in the clearing.
Yep, so you head that way on your turn.
Yeah. I'll stop over at Crom and ask him if he needs any help first.
Okay, I'll let you.
Crom holds it up and is like, I have no fucking clue.
What did I have him roll? Roll me history.
Yeah.
History with
'Cause, I mean, I
advantage.
can probably gain it about, like...
History with advantage.
I completely forgot that I had the
Nope.
inspiration.
She looks and goes, nope, and walks away.
He sighs deeply.
That is turn. We are to Chenin, who was heading where again?
To the tree. Purple's
To the tree, yes. Thank you. So, as you were heading to the tree, I need to find out what number. Number 18. You get to there and you see Bogle's tree and you're like, I cannot believe I forgot this. And there's a older gentleman sitting there, you've never seen him before in your life. And he looks up at you and he's holding the key, but however, you look around his hand immediately, you know there's something arcane in his hand. Like, there's no way you could just steal this key.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and goes, the fuck you want?
I want your fucking key.
You can't fucking have it.
Yes, I fucking can.
Roll the intimidation.
Come on.
He's like, you can't fucking have this key. And that's the end of this one.
I give him the finger.
Crom,
Oh my god.
another
I'd
history
like-
check.
I'd like to roll history and... Fuck's sake.
So roll history. Do you want to use your inspiration?
If I will use the inspiration, if that doesn't mean it, I will.
You don't know.
Fuck
You have to
it.
use it before you know whether the answer is right or not.
I'll use
On a 16, you know there is a bridge over the water when you first enter Ailcrest.
Fuck. Is Expedious Retreat still in effect? So,
I gave it
Damn.
to you for 1.
damn it. So I'm just gonna, like, sprint, and it's like, God, I'm gonna be in shape after all this fucking running, and I just... Can I make an athletics check to see if I get there quicker?
If you not win, you're going to fall down and it's going to take you 2 turns to get there instead of 1.
I'm gonna take the chance.
You don't get there quicker. However,
God
you're more
damn it.
winded.
Damn it!
Vistra, you are coming back on this turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that is Mr's turn. Hollow.
Wait, do I pass Mistra on the way, by the way?
Yeah. You see her
Okay.
running with a key.
Okay. Seriously, you two. I
Okay.
love you and all, but. Ah.
So,
21!
Woohoo!
what do you guys say to the Displacer Beast? There is an RP element of games, not just a rolling of dice. What do you say to the Displacer Beast?
I think she's off doing a victory dance.
Seriously. Guys?
No, that was me doing the victory then.
Dippy chuckles and takes the
I'm
tentacle.
right here. I'm right here.
Takes the tentacle, grabbing the key, and just throws it at you.
Thank you.
And
I will actually get you treats now.
you get the sensation that that cooked meat is not going to work for Dippy. She wants it nice and bloody. As you then
Later.
turn
okay?
around and start running for the tavern. And we are to Catherine. Catherine, you are still looking amongst the crops. I need an investigation from you.
Investigation.
You didn't roll so well last time. Again, you're combing through all these crops. You still can't find one that has a key.
Well, just keep looping and looking.
Okay.
How many of these crops are there?
There's quite a few.
Yeah, it's on the map.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Between the crops and herbs, there's a ton. Sindel, you were heading to
The
Shrine.
Shrine.
the
Yes.
shrine. So you get to the shrine that Tassar has built, and it seems undisturbed. What do you do?
She sits down and she'll start to pray to Thorm.
Okay. So roll me that nice religion check as you tell me your prayer.
You know I hate coming up with these straight off because I haven't got my Pinterest board up. I so have them for Navi now.
I know you do. So you actually somehow mispronounced Thom's name, like how you misspelled it this entire time.
Got it for months.
And absolutely nothing happens. There's over the treehouse, however, there's another rumbling of thunder, and a bunch of people run almost to their death. Tenon, I know you're somewhere, but I don't remember where. Oh, you're Bogle Street.
I gotta
with the guy.
intimidate this guy again.
How's that guy? You fucking ain't getting this fucking key.
Ah!
Yeah, he just looks at you and is like, just shakes his head. He almost starts laughing a little bit, as it's a 6. As he is not too intimidated by the monk right now. You probably could kill him, but still not intimidated by you. Crumb, you make it
Yes.
to Hillcrest and you're on the bridge. There is one man sitting there. He's dressed in commoner's clothes, and around his neck he has the key.
I'm gonna walk up to him and go, "Greetings, good sir. How do I get the key off you?"
You ain't getting this fucking key. This is my house key. Well, how would I give you my house key?
I stare at him and go, "Because it is necessary for an important adventure right now, and you will save lives by donating that key. Will you? Can
I'll lock
you
myself
bear
out and die out here. Those
Don't
lives
worry.
don't matter to me.
Can you bear the burden of people's blood on your hands, dying unfair deaths because you just wouldn't spare your key for a short amount of time?
Yes.
You, sir, are a jerk. I used to think you were cool. You know that? I used to think you were cool, but not anymore.
He looks at you. I don't even know who the hell you are.
You don't even remember me?
No.
How could you forget me?
He looks
We
at
went to school together.
What race are you again?
I'm human.
Human? Nah, you know what? I thought I knew you for a second, but you're not a Goliath.
You know what? I can't believe you completely forgot me. I had your back, man. I had your back, and you won't even lend me your key. That's... So I stare at him.
Okay. He's
And,
staring at you.
I'm going
Staring
to,
contest.
I'm going to initiate staring contest.
Okay. Staring contest initiated. Is that your turn?
Until I'm going to keep staring at him till he blinks. And when he blinks, I'm going to grab the key and push him off the bridge.
Okay.
You're gonna be here forever.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. Just a con check. Con check, please.
I'm proficient in con.
Just a con check. Not a saving throw.
Aww.
You blink and he pushes you off the bridge.
Can I make a dex save to see if I can pull him with me?
Yeah. You can sure do that.
Yes!
I will roll a his contested. Yeah, he goes into the drink with you.
Wow.
Do I manage to grab him?
No, that's your
Do I
checks.
manage to?
You
Oh,
initiate
no,
a staring
Bozo says-
contest. Next turn, we'll find out. Mr.
Damn it!
Okay.
You make it back.
While I'm in the clearing, can I see Tenon and?
You can see Tenon arguing with a man who's
Can
laughing,
I?
and you can see
can I help
Sindel
Tenon?
kneeling in front. How are you trying to help him?
I want to scare the dude and see if he'll give her the key. Give him the key.
Okay, so you're gonna walk over there.
Yeah.
All right. A hawk comes down and looks at your shoulder, like just perches on your shoulder. At cause, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Or go deaf.
You're-
Fucking Jesus.
You feel like someone tries to polymorph you. However, you do not get polymorphed.
Okay.
Still a hawk.
Nice.
Okay. Can I shoot this hawk off of me?
You can attempt to.
What would that be?
That'll be whatever check you'd like to use.
I guess I'm just gonna yell at it.
Can you give me an intimidation check? Out of 19, it does. It flies off of you, but steps between you and Tenon. It's just like it kind of lands and looks at you, tilts its head to the side, and that is the end of your turn. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You run it. You make it back.
Mhm.
Cut and bruised with a key.
Okay, Roland, seriously, I'm not going to give him for like a week after this. You know that, right?
You do realize it. He looks at your face. If you don't feed him, right? He's tasted your blood. That is the alpha, by the way. It will lead the others.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
So you put the key in,
Kids are
it
tired.
turns. What number do you draw? We have 8 through 11, 14 through 16, and 20 through 22.
8.
Number 8. Okay. You pull out. Perfect. You pull out the this paper, and you roll it. Immediately, you know where you're going. By the way, and I'm going to say that even if you fail, punchings of the thrustings have happened many times here.
Oh my god.
Oh! Roland,
Perfect.
I suspect you!
Perfect.
So she runs out the freaking door.
Back to the guild hall, to the trading area. Catherine, you are amongst the crops. Another investigation check.
Can I use an unseen servant to help me with looking for the key?
No, because it doesn't have. I don't think. Servant. AC temple. Suppose I make my servant move up 50 feet and interact with an object. Yeah, it can touch them, but it's not going to be able to see a key that's hidden. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say I'm no on this one.
Yeah,
you
in
can do
that
another
case.
investigation. come up around a 22. As you're debating getting your servant, you put like your hand on like a gourd, and it just crumbles underneath you, and you have a key in your hand.
Don't wipe your eyes.
And the gods are favoring me today. And runs back to
The
the
gods are
tower.
favoring you today. So, investigation, that was number 22. I can
Yes.
cross off. And you head back towards the guild. Sindel.
To the tavern.
Yeah, the town.
Sindel will continue to kneel. She'll put her head down on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground after everything has been done to be said to stand. Which I read this completely wrong.
Since you read it completely wrong, I won't give you advantage. I was going to give you advantage for looking it up, but on an 11,
It's okay, I've got a whole lot more.
I know you do. We're going to hear you read a lot, and hopefully you read one right. That being said, on an 11, nothing happens. I already know that.
God damn it.
I will tell you, had you got advantage, you would have passed. So, back to Tenon, who's arguing with this elderly man, who's laughing at him now as he tries to intimidate him for his key.
I really suck at intimidation, by the way. I told you.
Yeah, that's why Corona kind of laughed. Look, Tenon's drawing all the ones he never succeeds in. That's the worst part of all of this.
Yeah, I don't know.
As it's just Tenon and his managers arguing back and forth. Like, give it to me. No, you can't have it. Give it to me. No, you can't have it. That is the entire argument.
5-year-olds.
Yes, there are a pair of 5-year-olds arguing under Vogel's tree right now. Crumb. I forgot where.
Yeah?
You are in the drink
Yeah.
with this man.
Yeah. Who probably isn't even part of this fucking thing.
There is a high chance of that, by the way.
Oh, yay. While he's kind of like spluttering around the place, can I make an attempt to snatch the key and leg it?
You can.
Athletics or...
Are you trying to do it so that he knows, or are you trying to like sneak it?
I'm gonna try sneak it first.
Okay, so that'd be a sleight of hand roll.
This is gonna fail so bad.
The 19. Crumb, while the bubbles are around, you get the key, you slip it out. I'm gonna say that you kept one of those keys that didn't fit, and you slip it onto this man's chest, and you surface and go. What do you say as you both surface as you storm off?
I storm off, going, "Some fringe you are, not even me. Don't talk to me ever again." And I stomp off.
Okay. As you start stomping off, Sindel, I have a question for you. More for Hawkins.
Yes.
You did send the Malbecs to become town guard, right? They're currently mercenarying as the law in Hillcrest, correct?
That's how they pay for themselves.
Crumb, make me a stealth check as he yells for the guards because you just assaulted a man.
Oh, son of a bitch, and I have disadvantage!
On an 18, with very little cover, one still spots you. As a group of Malbec warriors start chasing you towards the tavern.
Expeditious retreat, like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
You're just running. They're behind you.
I'm like, guys, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, fuck this shit.
Mistra.
Okay, that hawk's still in front of me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, you have a key.
I know, but... Okay, I'm just gonna go in with the key.
Alright. As soon as you get into the tavern, the hawk just flies back up and starts circling again.
Gonna shoot that fucking hawk next time.
That won't turn out well for you. Really won't turn out well for you. I'm telling you now, out of character, will be will be Mr.'s last mistake. That being said, you, on your 3 intelligence check, put the key in. It does not turn. Roland's like, what's that, 3 limbs now? As you turn and probably head back out.
Before I head back out, I want to get Roland to sign a paper because he's now my favorite trickster.
Roland does not sign a paper because he's like, after.
But can I not have it now, please? I mean, I'm just gonna stick it in my pocket.
Roland looks at me and goes, you do realize if you try and cheat me, you won't get any, no one will get any money.
Okay, then never mind.
Roland nods, knowing that there's trickery afoot, and because it's something he would do. It's the only reason he succeed. It's something Roland would do. he does not. Good idea though. And as you walk out the door, as Mr. heads back to Hillcrest, Hollow.
Hi.
You make it into the training area. There is only one dummy set up, and he is in armor, and a truck drives by, and
Oh, looks at the
I've asked them to move that route by the.
I know, right?
the-
Exactly. The highway should never go next to the building.
I have to ask: is a truck a magical beast in this world?
It is now. It is now.
But random.
Yes, it's a magical beast in this one shot. That being said, it's harder when I'm the DM because normally when I play this game, I'm just a player, so I mute my mic until I talk. But this is a very busy time. It's just afternoon, and every single logger likes to come here for lunch downstairs. So as you get there, Zangief in his banana thong is still there, and his arms are crossed, shades on. Except this time, instead of being in the black leather tuxedo he had from before, he is in a hot pink, leather jacket, and he has a hot pink thong on, and he stands there, punchings of the fist, and points to the dummy, as you need to make me a strength check. Hello? Really hope you don't have a negative, otherwise this could turn bad.
Okay.
Actually, strength
This is
saving
the
throw.
one.
Strength
This is
saving
the
throw.
one
My
Kenan
bad.
should have picked.
I have flat. I'm flat.
Yeah.
Flat.
Hmm?
I
On a
cannot
6, you reel into it, and Zangief laughs.
You do
No.
realize I'm better with arrows, right?
This is punchings of the fist, not punchings of the arrows.
Yes, I know.
As we go back to Catherine, who arrives back. Yeah, exactly. There was one set up for all of you. It was random draw. That's the fun of it. Catherine, you arrive back. You put the key in the 22nd slot. Turns. You have 9 through 11, 14 through 16, or 20 or 21 left.
Well, let's go with 9.
Number 9. Oh, okay. You pull out a sheet of paper, and it reads, "Skipping stones eventually sink. These do not, but get wet and you can't find it."
No idea.
Roland,
I'll wait for someone to come back.
No, Roland will help you on this one because there's a lot of people that are kind of stuck right now to help you guys out. Roland tells you that there's a small by the lake off to the right before you get down to the guild path is where people used to skip stones, and there's actually small little stone pillars that are in the lake. He says you have to make it all the way across, and the key is hanging on a pole. He goes, if you get wet or try and swim, the key will vanish.
Just says, alright, sounds like a good idea. And she runs off.
Okay, that is her turn. Sindel's still praying.
So she still looks a little frustrated, but she kind of bows her head again. I am strong because I've been weak. I am fearless because I've been afraid. I am wise because I've been foolish. May my heart be brave, my mind be fierce, and my spirit be free.
Okay, roll that religion check. Even with advantage, nothing happens.
Yeah, damn.
Tenon, how do you interrupt the "yes I can, no you can't" interruption as you try and intimidate this man again?
I guess I have to keep intimidating him.
Flex.
Flex.
Yeah, remember, again, it's RP. If you do or make me, I will give advantages or disadvantages depending on how good you RP.
Alright, okay, he will demonstrate some kung fu moves.
Alright, so he gives some kung fu moves, throw some punches around the guy's head, not connecting, and give me an intimidation roll with advantage.
Come on!
On a 12, it's too shy of the DC. This wasn't a high
Makes
DC.
no sense. This
And he
is
just looks at you and
insane.
goes, "You missed me." And that's the turn. Crom, I don't even remember. You're currently being chased by the Malbec guards. Into the tower.
Guys, stop it! I'm one of you! Stop it!
No, like there's bows drawn and everything as you pose as the servant. As you throw the tavern open, running, the entire Malbec guard from Hillcrest arrives and goes. Rowan's like, I said no help.
I'm like, they've been chasing me since Hillcrest. I hop over the counter and
No,
hide behind the counter.
he lets you put the key in, and it turns. What number was that again? You were required to remember this.
19, I think?
19?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. As you turn it in, Roland says, I don't think you need to draw a piece of paper. I think you get to go with these fine gentlemen. As Crom is dragged out of the tavern by the Malbec guard back to Hillcrest.
Crom sighs and goes, can I try a
You're
persuasion
dragged.
check?
You're dragged right now. They have to bring you back. You might be able to get out of this later, but you are effectively arrested at this point. Yeah, that kind of was supposed to happen. Mistra, I'm going to say you make it back to Hillcrest as you run by Crom being dragged, kicking and screaming by a city guard that used to not be there anymore. It was never there until Sinto decided to put them there. So,
Okay,
Thanks,
so I make-
Trindle. Thanks.
So I make it back to this guy, right? So I'm gonna ask, or I'm pretty much gonna say, Roland is sick and tired of me running back. Can I please have the actual key?
he goes,
Use the.
you know he paid me, right?
You know, I'm gonna roll deception for this, right?
Sure. On a 28, a natural 20, he says, "All right, I got you. I believe you." He goes, "However, I will I'll bring it to him with you." Takes the key
God fucking damn it!
and walks back with you.
Okay.
Because he wants to get paid. That's the only reason he's doing this.
Okay.
So you both start walking back.
Damn it, the forgery kit idea was better than
As Epi, you're not in as a DM, right?
What?
You're not in as a DM currently?
No.
Because Starry had to run, so I have to roll strength checks for Hollow. I was gonna have you do it. But
I can log back in. I'm
No,
not doing
I-
much right now.
Except
on an
being
11,
dragged.
on an 11, yeah, she does not break it in. I'm just gonna give you access to it real quick. Happy.
Eh.
This way you don't have to change log back in. You can stay. And remind me to later. Yeah, you should be able to have it. Remind me later to just take you away from the sheet. Not that it really matters.
I can do that.
But yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I
so
can
Hollow
do
again
that myself.
throws another punch in, like shaking her hand as nothing happens. Catherine, you arrive and you see these small little, like, stepping stones jumping to jumping they're barely enough for you to balance as you see the key on the other end.
This is another one that was made for Tenon.
Yeah,
Yep.
all the Tenon ones have gone to other people. How are you planning to get there, Grip?
Well, first by taking her armor off. That should make it a bit lighter for her.
Okay.
And then she's going to jump the hell for it.
Okay, so give me an acrobatics.
Athletics, you say?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Because you're trying to balance without falling in the drink.
Alright.
Yeah, you 1, 2, your foot slips and you're soaking wet. As you hear a laugh from the bushes, as you get yourself back to dry land, he snaps his finger and you become dry again. Well, you can try again. There's a small little halfling sitting there. As we go back to Sindel, as she attempts to pray and get a key.
Oh, in days to come, I will seek your knowledge and guidance via my brother. I've only ever wanted to inspire people to look at them and say, because of you, I didn't give up. Seek to be worth knowing rather than to be well known. I hope you can answer my calls then, because it won't be now.
Okay, roll that religion. On an 18, nothing happens because it's DC 19.
God damn it!
As we transition to Tenon, just throwing like shadow punches by this man's face as he laughs. What do you do now, Tenon?
Well, it's the only thing I know how to do. So, he will do more kung fu moves, I guess.
Yeah, you probably do like a kick in almost to his head at this point.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Advantage
I
on
will,
intimidation.
all right. I am going to find Roll20. I'm going to find where they're located, and I'm going to set the building on fire.
You know what? Even though it's a DC 14, I'm going to give it to you. He just laughs like he's not intimidated. He just laughs and goes, "You tried real hard. You tried real hard, man." And he gets up and walks away.
He starts laughing.
Yeah, he's been laughing. He's been like,
no, Tenon does.
Oh, Tenon.
It's just like, whatever. I'm not scary. Okay.
As is you then. We got a Crom still being dragged away. You're getting dragged into Hillcrest at this point. Mistra.
Do I get a chance
Not
to like
yet. You're gonna
persuade
have
them
to
to let me?
You will eventually get a chance. Mistra, you make your way back.
Okay.
You open the door. And the merchant walks in behind you. Roland, an odd hang up, looks at both of you. What do you say?
Oh my god. What did Roland say?
He's looking oddly at the two of you, and he's waiting for you to speak.
Oh shit. I mean, I can't lie again because this guy's right here. God damn it. What can I do? Besides hang my head in shame and walk away.
So you just hang your head knowing the gig's up?
No, I know it's up because Roland knows that I did.
Roland knows the merchant wasn't supposed to come. Roland looks to you, he chuckles. And he holds his hand out for the paper.
Okay.
What number was that again?
24.
24 is back on the board. He allows you to draw a different paper. He says, "You still have to. Someone still has to complete the task, but ingenuity does well and more."
So
You have 10, 11, 14 through 16, 20, or 21.
I'll grab 20. 20.
20, straight 20.
Yeah, 20.
You pull out a paper. A man's life is in danger. He lies where my sister once healed. Give me a history check to see if you know where this is.
Nope.
Give me a persuasion roll, see if you can pry some information out of it.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. You sit there waiting for the next person to come in. Luckily, Tenon is not too far away. Hollow is going to roll a strength check as he tries to break the dummy. Epi, that's you.
Oh, sorry. I got to go to the door. What's up?
Strength check from Hollow. She's trying to shatter the dummy to get the key inside.
Shatter the dummy, right? She can do this. I have faith in her.
But you're rolling your dice now.
I have faith in her.
Still does not break through the hardened dummy.
Is it this just from punching it so many times?
It's
would you
not
say
even,
the DC
no.
is high?
The DC, she knows the DC is higher. Like
Is it the typical DC?
It is. I don't remember what the typical DC was. Since people
20.
No, it is not that high.
Okay.
As that is Hollow's turn. Catherine, you were back up at the beginning of the steps.
Since she still has Passwell Trace active,
She does.
she's going to go into stealth so that the stupid halfling doesn't notice.
Okay, you
Hopefully.
can't stealth there because there's no cover to jump. Like once you jump
He's,
out,
he's in the bushes, you said, right?
yeah, but he's looking into. There's nothing there to block his view that you can hide behind. So he's gonna see you. He's chuckling, but he's also the one making you dry so you can compete again. So there's that. That's his whole purpose. He's drying you off for presentation every time you come out, so that you can attempt again. Because until he precipitates you dry, the key is not there.
Alright. See if she can use something else. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's pretty much an acrobatics roll.
Yes.
It's pretty much a why isn't Tenon doing this roll?
I don't know. I'm pretty good with acrobatics too.
Could we all just say pretend we're? Could we all just?
1, 2, slip, splash. A halfling laughs. You swim back to the shore. He dries you off. And we go to Sindle's turn as she prays.
So let's try this first one again. Correctly this time.
Okay.
Put on the full armor of Thorns, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fettered with the readiness that comes of the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all the occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all of the Lord's people.
All right. Roll that religion check at advantage.
God damn it.
Come
That
on.
happens.
Oh my god.
I really thought we were going to have a Tassar, by the way.
Your God has abandoned you.
Sindel is beginning to think that, because I am running out of sayings I stole from Abby.
So, Tenon, you make it back in to the tavern. You put the
Okay.
key. Do you remember which one that was? Intimidation. It's 18. Just make sure I have it crossed off. All right. You notice that 24 is back in there.
There's no dwarf
You notice-
sitting there.
You notice that Mistra is just staring at this piece of paper, confused as hell. And you put your key in, you unlock it. Do you help Mistra
Yeah.
first?
Yeah. What's up?
I don't remember the clue.
A man's life is in danger. He lies where my sister once healed.
Once healed. That would be Crystal,
Mm-hmm.
but Crystal has healed people everywhere.
I no, but I know this one.
Shh. Um, someone's life is in danger, but Crystal healed. She's healed so many people, like all over the place. I'm not really sure how to narrow that down.
Give me a wisdom or intelligence. At advantage, because you really know Crystal. On that 20, you know they're talking about the temple of Chanteu and Ogama in Hillcrest. That's where she started healing.
Right. Okay. So I tell her that that's where that is.
So you get up and you start your trek to Hillcrest again.
Mm-hmm.
You keep picking all the Hillcrest ones, man.
It's okay. That keeps me away from Sindel.
It does. 10,
Especially
11,
she's frustrated.
14,
Alright.
15, or 16, or 21 or 24.
16.
On a 16. Okay, let me cross that one off. Okay.
Did I pick the wrong one again?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen you roll this before, so I don't know. A room full of liars exists, but one is not. Venture to the
good.
bar in Hillcrest. Picking the right man gets you a token.
Oh, this is gonna be fantastic.
As you head to Hillcrest.
Yes.
I don't know how your insight is, so that's why I was like, I don't know if it's good for you.
Not
It could
great.
be awful, because wisdom's good.
Yeah.
You are dragged in front of what seems to be, for you, a magistrate. The man with the key still around his neck, yelling as he claims you assaulted him.
I'm gonna stare at the man and... Yes, I did.
So you're not disputing this crime?
The man, we were old friends, clearly ignored me and was saying he didn't know me. And I got angry and I pushed him into the river. Or tried to. But no, wait. He pushed me into the river first and I pulled him in with me. So technically we assaulted each other.
Roll me a deception because you said you knew this man.
I'm kind of glad that I am rolling these.
So he looks at you and then he goes, "Oh, I did push him after he threatened to take my key and he called us all and he's harassed me and I didn't know him." The magistrate looks to you and says, "Your full name?"
My full name?
Yes.
My name is Crom.
Crom what?
I don't have a surname.
Well, where did you grow up? What house?
I can't remember. That's why I don't have a surname. I vaguely remember him, but I know I remember him.
And how old are you, Crom?
I don't remember.
And he's lived here all his life and never travels anywhere. Which means, grab me the records as we move to the next turn.
I'm fucking doomed.
Mistra!
Hey, you're the one who chose to assault somebody.
Okay,
It
what
was
am
a
I?
dual
He didn't tell
assault.
me. He technically didn't tell me what to do, and it's like, so someone got wet in the river. I've clearly got to push this person into a river.
Mistra, you are, I'm gonna say you make it there this turn.
Okay.
You make it to the temple. There's a man's, multiple people injured and everywhere. And are you here for Crystal's key?
Yeah.
She just pulls you down to this person. Like, he's obviously diseased as fuck. And says, I need you to help heal. She hands you, like, supplies. And it's like, you need to save this man.
Medicine check.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, one.
God damn it!
Like, you spend the entire, like, just looking through the supplies trying to figure out this turn what the hell you're going to do. As that's pretty much the turn. You're just like, Hollow. We have a strength check from Hollow.
Strength check from Hollow. Okay.
I'm a warlock of loss. I don't know how to heal people.
She hurts her hand slightly. She like sprains a finger.
She breaks a nail.
Catherine, you are to your turn.
I now know what hell looks like.
Take a while.
She puts her great sword on the ground. Maybe this is getting in the way.
Okay.
She tries it another time.
Okay.
Oh, acrobatics.
Obviously, I don't know. You don't even need an advantage. This time, after whatever you put on the ground works, you boom, boom, boom. You see, like you also see the water. You correct your foot to touch this last one, and you grab the key, and then you realize as you jump to grab the key, you're like, shit, I'm getting wet anyways, and you splash into the water. However, the key does not disappear as you make your way back towards the tavern itself. Sindel.
Chris, I'm grabbing my armor and sort of.
Yeah, you're picking your stuff up. Yeah, exactly. The halfling drives you up and claps. Well done.
Yay.
As we are to Sindel's turn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm finding new ones.
Because obviously these ones weren't working.
I may not understand today or tomorrow, but eventually you will reveal what I've been through, everything I have.
Okay, give
I
me
have
one.
faith. Not enough, clearly, but
Do you think because she's been praying to this god for intervention might happen?
You know what? Roll me a D100. See if divine intervention happens. You're level what right now? What level, Sindel?
Oh, 8, right?
8.
Okay, you're looking for an 8 or lower. Because that's how divine intervention works.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing. Actually, another thunder rumbles over your house.
And another
Weather
group of
doesn't
people run
help.
up to their death.
Yeah, another group.
Gaff goes, woohoo!
And Tenon, honestly, you make it to Hillcrest, and you are back in that bar.
Okay.
A bunch of shady-looking individuals are around.
Okay. I will try and find the least shady one.
Give me an insight. Ooh, immediately you notice the one guy that's sitting there, like, and you see him just slightly. He's just looking around, like looking at all these other guys, like a little worried. You walk up to him. What do you say?
Sorry, I dropped the headset.
You immediately notice the one guy that's kind of checking out all these shady individuals as well. Like, oh my god, what the fuck did I lock myself into?
Just walks over and says, "Hey, all friendly like."
How are you?
I'm good. Why are you making me think?
Because it's a one shot.
I'm just here looking for some stuff. We're doing a little scavenger hunt.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a key, actually.
Oh.
Looking for love.
Oh. Pulls it out and hands it out.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Can I buy you a drink?
No, because now I can get the hell out of here. And he just stands up and runs.
All right, then. And then I'll go.
There we go. Tenon's on his way back. As we go to Crom, a book is slammed in front. He goes, about how old are you?
Crom sighs and goes, "Look, I'll be straight up with you. I was put up to a dare. I'm trying to impress someone. I really want their respect, and Crom kind of looks really sad and goes, his respect means everything right to me right now. And he looks up and goes, if I don't gain Roland's respect, I don't know what I'll do.
Give me a persuasion check. It's still a high DC. I mean, you were
Did you-
involved in the fight.
I know. Do I get advantage because I dropped Roland's name?
No. You
Damn.
don't. Roland didn't think he needed to pay out the magistrate and the guard. Yeah. He kind of looks at you and goes, yeah, so,
Before it ends, I'm just
First offense, a night in the jail, and they drag you off.
he goes, wait. Can I?
Wait, you're talking as they're dragging you out.
Can I just pay a fine?
A night in the jail, I said.
Please, sir. I have something important to do, and if I don't get back, I'll never be able to marry the woman I
As
love.
you're saying this, he doesn't care. Your persuasion was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it slide if there's a little higher. You're dragged out, kicking and screaming, into the jail. As you notice, however, the other man, because it was a multiple altercation, just walks with the cards because he's not resisting. He is now sat in the cell next to you.
I stare at him and go, look at what you did. Hey, you couldn't just have handed me the key.
He goes, I'm gonna pay it well.
I'm staring at him going, yes, but you may not live to spend it.
You're in different cells, and there's a guard sitting across from you, shaking his head. One of the Malbec warriors has heard the Sindel.
Yeah.
So that's the end of Crom.
But they have no proof that it's me that made him vanish. He could have went off on a little trip.
That's the end of Crom. Crom is now at the initiative. You will be playing Starry for the rest of the session as Mistra.
He's in prison, isn't he?
He is in prison right now, yes.
That means I can go steal his dad's stick without having to worry about it.
Ha! I bonded to it last night. Go
God damn it!
Okay, so you are sitting there, a bunch of medical supplies around you. This man, obviously deceased, and you need to help him now.
I guess medicine check.
Not one.
On a medicine. Yeah, you start to bandage the only part of him that's not covered in disease. You're like, yeah, I'm helping. She shakes her head behind you.
You give a Warlock of Loth the worst fucking things to do.
I did not give it to you. You picked it.
I picked the worst thing. I mean,
all of you have. Really, this could have been a really simple one. You have 15 minutes left to complete it. So, Hollow, still punching at the dummy.
Oh god.
On a 7. Oh, let's make it. On a 7, she's just so frustrated. She stomps her foot, punches into it. She closes her eyes. Zangief feels bad for her and slams his fist down. And she thinks she shattered it as the key sits there.
As Hollow,
Because Zangief
she'd probably
did like
squeal.
Hollow, so that's why I'll give the advantage.
As Hollow, she'd probably squeal, jump up and down, grab the key, and then run off.
Zangief shakes his head the entire time. It's like, punching of a fist. Not for that one.
And then proceeds to punch his own dummy.
No, he walks up because he's not hired by the guild.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He walks back to Gordy's catering. Catherine, you make it back in. You put in the key. It turns for number 9. As you have 10, 11, 14, 15, 21, or 24.
Let's go with 11.
Go with 11. Oh, this is actually well suited for you, of anyone. The simple thing, just it says hand to Roland. Roland looks and goes, "See Bobby there, right?" He's asking
I'm
Catherine.
no,
He never lets anyone stand and serve bar. Go convince him to let you serve bar.
serve what?
To serve drinks. He wants
Okay,
you to
yeah,
go
but-
to convince Bobby to let you run the bar for a few minutes.
How am I going to do that?
It is technically a charisma check.
I would be
Not
suitable
save.
for this.
Check.
I would be suitable for this. I have 20 fucking
He-
charisma.
Not a save.
He puts his nope, just a check. He puts his arms crossed over and he looks at you.
He says, well, say, yeah, the people who frequent this bar, they will look like they won't have their drinks, well, served by someone more attractive than you, right? Yeah.
He
They would line like
furious. You're going with a more attractive person one. You actually get disadvantage on your charisma check because you insulted Bobby. That
Oh
one,
my god.
that one. Bobby comes across the bar, grabs you by the scruff of your neck, and throws you out front. You land in somehow a puddle of mud as that's your turn. Oh my god.
So I take it we're not going to be getting into the chest anytime.
You're not far off, to be honest with you.
Well, no, Crom definitely isn't.
No, Crom's like,
Yeah, Crom is not helping.
Crom
And you
is
also
gone.
hear a mysterious voice in your jail cell that says, "Probation."
Sindel, since you've been praying out there for a while, give me another prayer. I'm going to lower the DC because at some point, some guys are going to be like, get the fuck off my shrine.
You're
also,
giving me a-
you're also praying to the wrong god at that shrine. Just pointing that out.
You're giving me a headache. Just fuck off.
Sindel, you've been talking to me.
Huggles.
Alright, I was shouting at the dog a couple of minutes ago.
Are you going to try and pray to the correct god now?
I will pray to Tenin's god, whose name I can't pronounce.
Ang or something? Ang? We'll call her
Yeah.
Ang for now.
Ang.
What's up, Ang?
I've endured, I've been broken, I've known hardship, I've lost myself, but here I stand, moving forward, growing stronger for each day. I will never forget the harsh lessons in my life. They have made me stronger.
All right. So roll me that religion check.
Go on, double nat ones again.
On an 18, seeing praying to the right god did not make it a DC 19. It made it a DC 10. You pass with flying colors. A key just kind of trickles out of the shrine. You're not quite sure how. If you really want to know why, you can roll me an investigation, but you wouldn't be able to run back to the tavern.
No, I'll take the key and run back.
There are so many things that Roland has done today that you're making me wonder.
As she runs in and runs into the tavern, a guy pops out of invisibility and just shakes his head and walks off into the forest. I have a reason of how all these things happen. That's the good part. Granted, I'm making them all up on the fly, but I have a reason. What number was that, by the way? What number was religion? 12.
Yes.
Large truck. So, we are to Tenon as he makes it back with the insight key. That is number 16 is fully crossed off. So, Tenon, you arrive in. At this point, you're the first guild leader to come back, right? Technically. Roland looks at you and goes, Crom was arrested, so...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just
Are you
so know.
serious?
Malbec guards, too. I'm sure you'll get the whole story.
Yeah, I will. Looks like we're down one member.
He looks like he goes, I didn't quite get the whole story, so... You put the key in, you turn it, it works.
You put the key in.
And it's
Okay.
your turn. You have 10, 11, 14, 15, 21, or 24. I'm getting feedback from someone. Which number would you like?
11.
11. 11.
11.
Oh, no, sorry. You don't have 11 because 11 is the Bobby's Bar. Sorry, you have 10, 14, 15, 21, and 24.
Oh, okay.
10, 14, 15, 20. So which would you like?
10?
10 it is. Okay. It's the paper reads, 4 hooves and a grudge can set the trail.
I'll be right back.
4?
4 hooves and a grudge can set the trail to follow. Teddy would remember Bogle getting kidnapped by centaurs.
By what?
By centaurs. When Bogle was kidnapped.
Right. Yes.
Teddy would remember
Okay.
that.
Yes. So I have to. Well, I don't think I have to find the centaurs. That would
No,
not
but
be a good thing.
That was the location. You know exactly where
But
he
the
was
area, yeah. Okay, so I'll go to that area.
Okay. That is going to be getting there is that turn.
Okay.
So the key's 1. So back up to Mistra, who's doing something. What is Mistra? Oh, medicine checks. So you completely wrap this man's one good leg, while the rest of his disease
Come on,
body.
Mistra. Do it.
Oh, I think he's AFK. So let me open.
Yeah.
Let me open a sheet for him. There's Storm. There's Mistra. I'm going to give advantage only because he's been doing it for a while. And I'm trying to get you guys rewards. I don't know what the DC was, so let me look. He does not make the DC, however, he's one off. So he wraps like the toes, he double wraps it. He's like, I don't know what to do. This isn't my thing. As Hollow makes it back with the key, the strength key, which was number 8. So she has 14, 15, 21, and 24.
14, 21. 14?
14! Oh, thank you, God. This is just amazing. So she pulls out a sheet of paper on the 14th keyhole. And she notices there's a number of keys in. You guys aren't far off. As simply it reads, the stables are never cleaned. So I apologize, but the dwarf needs a hand.
She's just gonna have to go clean the stables.
She's going to have to go clean the stables, which have never once been cleaned at the tavern, and have been there since the beginning.
Oh, God.
So she heads out to the stables.
Hey, it's not my character.
It's not. Catherine, you walk back in covered in mud and dirt, and you look to Bobby, who's still just shaking his head.
I'm sorry, I really didn't mean it that way. But I can't perform for the guests. So, that's the positive side, right?
So try and give me a charisma check even.
Charisma. 14.
14's not enough. He shakes his head and he starts writing on a paper. He's like, I had this dream. It reads, I had this dream once. I let Ember tend the bar. Everything was a shit show. I have not left since having that dream. I don't plan on leaving. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
Wait, does Bobby not even leave to go to the bathroom?
You don't know. Bobby knows all. So that is a failed check. So Cinder, you walk in. Roland basically gives you the same spiel about Crown, and he says till Tenon, and tells you about your warriors were the ones to drag him off.
God damn it.
So 12 was completed. You have 15, 21, or 24.
I will take 21.
21. Alright. It reads, in plain sight, this sits in the garden's pool. Reach out at it if you can. And it's referring to the gardens at the tavern.
Yeah, I did wonder because there's like a
Yeah,
big thing there.
I will.
Yeah,
So,
I
do
guess
you
you'll
have
go
that?
around.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. So Sindel heads out to the gardens. As we
Mhm.
are to Tenon, who arrives at the... To pick up the trail, it's very easy. There's almost like a marker.
Okay.
I need a survival check for you to try and find the trail that
Oh,
leads to
good.
the key. On a 14, you get some, and then you kind of lose it. You back up, and you stop to gather your bearings on this one.
Okay.
As we go to Mistra. Are you back, Storm? Excellent. That being said, I'll just roll a medicine for him. On a 17, he finally figures out that in all these mess of bandages and scalpels and all this, there's a simple vial labeled antidote. He pops the top off and pours it down the person's throat. She hands him a key, and Mistra heads back. Hollow, played by Epi right now, walks up. There are piles. The stench is already making a truck drive by. And
So con save.
oh yeah, Constitution saving throw to see if she can even start to scoot out. And that is a what? I cannot see it. On a 25, she just starts digging away at it, and that is her turn. This is a large job. However, the tables will be cleaned after this one shot. Catherine, you're still there with Bobby?
Yeah, she will try to convince him in another way. She will conjure her unseen servant and say, dear Bobby, you will find a better worker than me, because I can actually work for two on my own.
Give me charisma. I'll say give me charisma with advantage.
Oh.
He punches out of nowhere. He just punches through the unseen servant. It disappears, and he just shakes his head. Getting some bottlenecks here, people. We're so close. Sindel.
Yes. I am by fountain.
You're by the fountain. You see the key. It's sitting there in the middle of the pool.
Just checking my spell list. Oh, those are gonna help me. That might. Can I... Like, where is it on the fountain?
It's in the middle of it.
And I presume the idea is to get it without
Yeah,
getting wet?
No, you can get it. It just says reach out and grab it if you can.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Can I Misty Step next to it and then get it?
You can reach it from the edge of the pond. It's
Okay.
only this very small little lake. It's like a 5
I know
foot square.
Roland has set this up, so...
So Misty
I
stepping
will
into the
reach-
trap would not help you if it was a trap.
This is true. Yeah, no, Roland. Cinder would probably check it out first.
Yeah, it checks it out. You don't notice anything immediately.
Okay, then she will reach for it.
All right, give me your kryptonite roll.
Of course.
That's why I laughed so hard. That one you were held in place.
No! I'm even proficient in this. This is what's worse.
I put it all up too.
You're not proficient in wisdom saving throws. You have a 0 wisdom.
Yeah, I am. Charisma and wisdom.
Yeah, you were held in place.
God damn it.
Okay. So Tenon, survival check and advantage as you're taking your time.
Yeah.
To kind of, you know,
Okay.
at advantage, you meet the DC of a 21 as you see it pull off and curve, and all of a sudden you find the key as you pick it up, and you feel rather proud about yourself. Actually, it was a hard trail to follow.
It was.
And Tenon sprints back towards the tavern. That being said, Mistra, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
You did finally make the DC, dead on.
Okay.
As you arrive and you turn in the key for the medicine check, and that is number 20. That's completed. You have 15 or 24, and 24 is the one you failed terribly at.
I'll take 24 again.
You're taking 24 again. Okay, you got Tailcrest. As we then go to Hollow, I need another Constitution saving throw from Hollow.
Is she here?
No,
she's not here.
Going for a while, yeah. With advantage, she gets 2/3 of the way. She's slow. She's gonna need to make one more next turn to get to the key and finish the job, because she was a little under.
My question is,
a little under the second one.
Where is she shoving it to? Because she's shoving it in it. You just never said where she's shoving it.
There's like a cart there that's like Roland prepared it. Roland's like, I'm gonna make someone do some work. He didn't know which one he was gonna do, but he's like, someone's gonna do some work around here. As we then go to Catherine, who's still in the charisma check.
Yes. We will continue trying to persuade Bobby.
He admires your fortitude in trying, so I'm going to give you advantage.
You're giving what?
I'm going to give you advantage on the throw.
Alright.
A 15 is still just not enough to get him to. He's just shaking his head still at you. As you runs, and Roland's looking like, told you he was a hard one. And Sindel,
Then why did you give me this assignment?
I didn't give it to you. You picked it.
No, he literally did give it to me.
Oh no, because it was the one. Because Bobby can't speak. Sindel, because you not won last time, I'm just gonna say you're in the hold still this turn.
Fair enough.
Tenon, you make it back to in there. You click the key. As Starry's back, that's great. You turn the key, and there is only one piece of paper remaining, number 15.
All right, I will take that.
It says, once I used this as an escape route before I ran away. The door is now stuck. The item lies behind it. Roland kind of points down to his room.
All right. The hidden door?
Yeah, it's not so hidden anymore.
Okay.
There is a door. There's a heavy wooden door that you need to. I'm looking for athletics to.
Okay.
On a 15, one shoulder, boom, comes out. Key drops in your hand.
Woohoo! I will run back.
All right, I'm gonna let you turn that in and turn it. 15. Roland then says on your next turn you can go and assist, as all of them are gone. You may go and assist who you choose.
All right.
That being said,
I'd suggest Prom. Go assist Prom.
Crom is not ineligible. He is anyone that is still in the challenge currently. Is what Roland was saying.
So I'm gonna get back to this guy.
Yeah, but you're
Go, Mr. Go.
You get back to this guy. As he looks and goes, "Oh, you again?" And all the things still out. You've been here a few times. You've had some time to think on it. I'll give you an advantage on this roll.
Okay, I'm gonna roll intelligence then. And be shit.
Yeah, you pull one, you give it to him, he gives you a key, and you run back. Hollow. Welcome back, Starry. She's not in voice?
No.
No, she's not.
Can you type to her that to make a Constitution
I
saving
am?
throw? Oh, you are.
Oh.
You are currently shoveling out the stables at the tavern, which have never been shoveled out. I need
Oh,
a
goodness.
God.
Well,
Constitution
con
saving
save,
throw.
go. 16.
A 16, you begin to vomit
Oh, dear.
as that is 2 fails. As you will be able to regain you fail by a lot, so you'll be able to regain your composure next turn. As you've got you're 2/3 of the way through it, but it's getting the stench is getting to you now.
Well, at least I got the other key.
So, well, Zangief actually gave it to you. He just punched it because it felt bad for you.
Aw, thank you.
Catherine, you're still there. Barter and Bobby, what do you offer him to get advantage on this charisma check?
Showing off her weapons and their musical instruments.
Roll me a charisma.
Matt.
There it is.
Hey!
He finally just motions you back, and
Weapons. That's something Bobby is interested in.
yeah, he's a dwarf. As Roland looks, he goes, "All right, give me whiskey," and Roland puts the key in and turns it. You are currently tending bar now for the rest of the session. Some of these were legitimate ends of action, so you picked some of the good ones at the good. So, Sindel, you are still held in place. Wisdom
I don't
saving throw.
expect that to change.
Oh, dear.
You're having a lovely time being a statue in the garden.
I think we should. New job. I can get paid for this, right?
No, unfortunately.
Aw.
Teddy, he tells you that Roland looks to you and says, Hollow is currently shoveling out the stables. He goes, you could join Catherine in serving bar if you choose. Mistra is still attempting to find the correct blueprint. He goes, and Sindel's held in place most likely by the whole person spell in the gardens.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah. And it's back up
Okay.
to you.
Well, Sindel's the closest, so I'll try and help her out.
Yeah, so you get there on this turn in the gardens. And you see her like frozen in place,
Scowling.
reaching out. No, you're not scowling. You can't scowl. You're just frozen, reaching out for the key, which you see. You obviously recognize its whole person. Knowing, the spell, seeing it cast multiple times, you know the effect. Do you reach out for
Yeah.
it?
I'm gonna use my staff and try and use that to pick up the key.
Okay, so as you stick your staff in,
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw still.
Okay.
On a 13, your staff, you let go of it for a second, it just held in place.
Huh.
You're not.
Interesting.
But Sindel and your staff are stuck in place.
Interesting.
And that'll be the action for this turn. As we come to Mr. who comes back with another key that does not work, turns around, cursing probably under your breath, right?
Stomping stomping the entire way back,
Okay. As you run back, Dillcrest.
filled with rage.
Roland actually looks to Catherine, goes, you should probably get her a water. She's been running quite a bit. For when she returns with the wrong key again. As Hollow, you could get your composure for a second, but another gust of wind just kind of brings it all into your nostrils.
Con save?
Yep.
15.
As you continue to, as you're down to knees now, like you're pretty much covered in this now. As not vomit, but shit.
better than me.
Crom's in jail.
Yeah, Crum doesn't. Hello doesn't know that. I do, but Hello doesn't.
Yeah. So, as we, I would like to point out, we are to 20 minutes left. There's 3 jobs left. You guys are still well off. As we move to Sindel on a wisdom saving throw.
Yes!
On a natural 20, you break it. And on a natural 20, you're not going to have to resave to try and reach in again. You scoop it
Yeah.
up. As soon
It's
as you
mine.
take the key out, Tenon, your staff falls to the ground because you're not holding it. As you both sprint back, I'm going to say you guys sprint back and put the key in. You turn it, as that was number 21, which is now complete. We just have 24 and the Constitution one, which is 14. These are the last two remaining. And it comes back to each of your individual turns. So, Tenon, you can choose to go help Mistra or Hollow. You know where they are, and you know what
Okay.
they're doing.
I'm probably gonna be better. I don't know.
I mean, you don't know like the saves involved and stuff like that, but you
No,
know one's
no,
blueprints
no.
and one's manual labor.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna be better at manual labor.
Okay. So, Tenon, you sprint out around. You see Hollow throwing up
Hi,
on
Tenon.
herself, covered in feces at this point. And
Okay.
there's another shovel there. Give me a con saving throw. Yeah,
Wow.
between the vomit and the smell and Hollow just curled over like no longer a white kitsune, now a brown kitsune.
I have an important question. Is her fur now matted?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be horrible to watch
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, she's gonna need a long bath. As Teddy just catches you, you're like, ugh! Just you don't throw up this turn. You feel it, but you're not down and out.
Okay.
So Sindel, you know that he went to go help Catherine. You can go help Mistra, or you can also go help Hollow. It's your choice. You know, one's shoveling feces and the other one is looking at blueprints.
Yeah, I'll be honest, shoveling feces doesn't sound like something Cinder wants to do.
She doesn't have to do it.
No.
In fairness, looking at blueprints isn't something Cinder likes to do either, though. Is there no way to help Crom?
You are told that if you go to help Crom,
Mm-hmm.
you are abandoning the party.
Okay, well, shit.
Rollers goes, it's only been a few hours, so we can easily get him out after.
I'll deal with him later, and I will go and help Mistra.
Okay, so you run. I'm going to say you get there this turn. Give me an intelligence check.
We both have shit intelligence.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep, you pick up the wrong blueprint and you start running back. Mistra, you get there as you see Sindel just grab one. He first runs up and grabs one. It's like, hands it, just trying to get rid of this pile of 150 blueprints. As fast as they possibly can.
Okay, I'm gonna make an intelligence save, I guess.
Yep, an intelligence check, yep.
God damn it.
You following Sindel lead, just grab the one under it, hand it to him, get the key, run. Hollow.
Hi, con save. Go on.
Yeah, don't fail.
Oh.
Hollow
That's cheeky.
passes out, face first into the feces.
Oh.
That is so
she
gross.
is unconscious. As Tenon, you watch this as Captain saves, and then we are at the. Oh, we accidentally skipped Tenon's turn. Tenon, go now, and then I'll have you go.
Okay.
100%.
Tenon is gonna take
I don't care, Epic.
scarf that he has in his hair,
Okay.
and he's gonna wrap it around his face.
All right.
To
I'll
go
give you
for
advantage.
snow. All right. And it is not enough.
Yeah, watching Holly go face first into that gets you. You quickly pull the scarf up over your mouth as you like a little bit of vomit comes out as you're like, ugh. Just imagining that
that's so
being
bad.
you. I can tell you that people will remember to shovel out the staples after this. The guild ones are just as bad.
I would just
But you
burn
hired
it
someone for that,
down.
actually. You hired someone for that one, so you guys are fine. Sindel, it's your turn. As you get back, you test the key, you say, fuck, and you run back. Tenon, it's your turn again, because I had skipped you.
Okay. Still trying with the scarf.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you.
Roused me.
Give you.
Fuck's sake!
Yeah, Tenon, you drop to a knee. At this point you have to take the scarf off, just not to cover it. As you feel a large surge, like it's a scarf that means something to you, right?
This
Yeah.
Roll20 fucking hates us today. Absolutely hates us.
Yeah, I agree.
But
We're
getting
almost
that
there.
all
We
out
got
of the
this.
way before the weapon.
Yeah, as Mr. runs up, tests her key, says, "Fuck." There's now a growing pile of wrong keys on the ground. It's quite impressive, actually.
Seb, are these like loads of those keys that you can put into something? They fit the lock, but they never turn.
Yes.
Are these those keys?
These are definitely those keys. As Mr. sprints back off to Hillcrest, Sindel, you arrive because you sprinted last turn.
Okay. I want that one. And I want.
You know
Does she
what?
have a? I was
I'm
gonna say,
gonna
does she
give
have
you
an
an advantage because I have like this weird feeling that Tenon's gonna roll really poorly on this next con check and gonna pass out, and you guys are gonna be screwed. So I say that you the guy kind of feels bad for you, and like he's just shaking his head as one of your Malbec warriors just walks in and looks and goes, "What are you doing, Sindel? What are you doing, Lady Malbec?"
I'm trying to find the right thing that isn't an explosive gunpowdery type schematic-y thing.
He like taps you on the shoulder respectfully, like not, and points to the one on the table that's just sitting there.
Thank you, Howard.
It's open.
Yeah, open. It was the first one Mr. threw over her shoulder and just landed on the table. This one has no black powder.
Thank you, Howard.
He then looks back to the ones and they're all labeled, like the first word in them is black powder. As the guy by the counter finally nods and hands you the key. As you sprint by Mr. You're going opposite ways.
Mishra, this way.
Okay.
We've got it.
Okay. Tenon. Constitution saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
On an 18, you regain your composure, but you're not able to shovel this turn. You're just you kind of like settle yourself. You take a deep breath. You kind of retie your bandana. As Mr. and Sindel, you arrive. As you put the key in, it turns. That is 24 down and done with. And
the only thing left now is to shovel shit.
the only
right?
one you see is the last one. As we go back to Tenon first, as you guys ran all the way from Hillcrest. On a 17, you're still trying to find your composure right now to shovel. Mr. You make it out there first. You kind of take the shovel out of Hollow's unconscious hands.
Can I move her body out of the shit?
Please do.
That would be your turn to move her body out of the stuff.
That's fine. I'm just gonna move her body out of
You
the shit.
drag her by like her heels, like there's like a single inch not covered. As you pull her out of the turn, as Sindel, you arrive.
I'm going to take one of the scarves that Tenon's given me, and because I can see Tenon from here, and wrap it around my face.
Okay. Roll that Constitution saving throw.
Nope.
On an 18, it hits you. You're like, "Ooh." But you don't feel it climb up your throat. You're just taken back by the smell. Tenon. Still not able to move, just the smell and watching Hollow's matted fur and getting dragged off of the pile. There's like a smear along the grass now.
It just looks like I dragged a dead body out of the stable.
Yeah, it does look very much like that, except she's breathing. So that was Tenon. Mistra.
Okay, I have a question. This is the serious question. Okay, familiars. Do they still have like the same smelling breath as like say a spider does?
I would say I think so because it's part of their perception.
So could I use Octa to have like a gas mask?
You're gonna try and use your spider to cover your face?
To cover my nose and my mouth.
Yeah, you'd still have to breathe. Like you would have to do it away. Like it's still gonna catch into you, but not as bad, I would say.
Okay. So
And you have
advantage.
that telepathic communication with it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of make sure that it knows if you couldn't breathe at all.
I love
Yeah.
how none of you guys are making an attempt to wake me.
Oh, no,
I'm
you're
not
out.
touching you. You're covered in shit.
You're out.
The one question I have is, does nobody have prestidigitation?
Sindel does.
Yeah, it's
but he's
not
never
that
gonna work
much.
on something this.
This
other
this
than
is this
this
is
big.
bad and big.
Yeah.
You just change the smell.
Well, she'd have to cast it like 6 times in a row.
That
You
would be my
just-
action though.
Over and over and over again. Just try and beat
Can
it back.
Catherine go outside for a moment?
Nope, you were tending bar. This was the dead end. Was one of the dead end ones.
Okay, me making Octa move onto my face would be
That no, I'm gonna let that happen. So that's good, and then you can make a save.
con save.
Yeah, it catches you still. You're like, "Ugh," especially Hollow. You look at your hands. Some of it got on your hands. You're like, oh. As we go back to Sindel.
Okay.
On a 20, Sindel just powers through, just sticking a shovel, throwing some on. There's still one pile because actually Hollow had failed her second one as I looked back. So you are now 2/3 through. That was my mistake. I apologize. As we go to Tenon, there's a third of it left. You're pretty much to the bare bones. On an 18, you're still just trying to catch yourself, smelling and just like, oh. And probably, I don't know how Tenon feels about spiders, but there's one clutching to Mistress' face right now, too. I mean, I'm pretty sure
He thinks it's weird, but he's not particularly weirded out by it.
I just keep thinking of Alien.
Yeah, that's what I think,
Fucking-
too. That's all I can say.
Oh my god.
Mistra, it's your
I have
turn.
an idea. I have a really idea. Can I use this to pick up shit and not have to get close to it?
I have to look at the whole spell. It's gonna take a bunch of mage hands over and over again to do it. It will take a little while because it can only carry like 10 pounds at a time.
Sindel!
Yeah.
Sindel! I've figured it out.
Right?
Can
You
I-
are not currently.
Seb, can I please just...
Nope.
Please?
Nope.
That would be metagaming. I would have to strike you, good sir. Don't make me strike you.
Don't hit me, Seb.
Okay, so we are back to Sindel. Just powered through it. She wants
it's
that
gonna come
money.
to an end.
Yep, she's just immediately, like after she gets that first couple of good shovel loads, she's like, oh, it really gets under like the scarf just in your nose. You're fighting not to throw up right now. Tenon. At 18, you're not getting sick, but you're just not wanting to get close. Like money's great and all, but you're like, we can make it. We can make money. We pay a guy to do this. Like, there's a lot going through your head probably right now. Mistra.
I'm gonna continue to use Mage Hand to shovel shit.
Yeah, it's 10 pounds at a time, barely. Just floating feces by everyone. You know what? Because I find this funny, I'm sorry. Give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check? Good, something I'm proficient in. Fuck.
10. A bit of the smell does get a little bit too close to you as your mage hand flickers.
Okay.
Since when you're unconscious, you automatically fail a deck save. A little extra kind of falls on home. I'm sorry, but for me, that just
Wasn't my fault.
That wasn't your fault. It was Seb's fault.
Sindel.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throw. At 18, you again kind of regain your composure, but it's taking your turn. Back to Tenon. Tenon finally just says, I've had enough of this. I'm done. I want money. I have guild members covered in feces. I have guild members in jail. Currently, the only person around us is the person we just banned from the guild. The person I knocked out yesterday. What the hell? He just shovels and throws the rest of it into the barrel. The key is underneath up like a small little barrel. You're not quite sure how he got it under there. He probably paid someone to do it.
Yeah.
You kick them. You like take a shovel, flip it over. The key is pristine. You pick it up and you walk back in to the guild hall. Not the guild hall. The tavern. You put the key in. It clicks. Do you eventually wake Hollow back up? Yeah, Hollow. You come back to consciousness with the handle end of a shovel poking you in the face.
See, I had something different planned. I was gonna drag her to the lake and just.
No.
Could someone be nice and press the digitator?
It would take hours.
It
would take like 25 casts. She should just go in the lake.
Yeah,
That's still gonna take time.
The guild hall.
No going in the guild hall smelling like that. Lake first.
I know, right?
So as the door opens, Bobby's eyes go wide as he sees like Hollow and just runs and like no, waving his hands, freaking out. He's like no.
Lake first.
He whistles.
I was going.
He whistles as the no. You don't even get that far. He whistles as that hawk lands in the clearing, shifts into Issa as she casts like a 6th level create water over Hollow, just drenching her.
Thank you, Issa.
That's like
Will, thank you.
180 gallons of water.
just got waterboarded.
Is there now a wet dog? Is there now a wet dog
you
smell?
You still need like a long bath, a lot of self-grooming. However, Roland looks good, laughs, and takes we'll go outside, Bobby. That's good. Catherine, drinks for everyone, and walks out.
Just raises an eyebrow at Roland, like, really?
He's like, I'm not unless you want to pay for the cleaning out of, your winnings.
That's true.
So, what are we gonna do about Crom?
What happened to Crom?
Oh, Crom's in jail.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably work out. I should have asked them all about Howard when I saw him. Why?
You knew too, by the way.
I know. I was
was
kind of trying to deal with it separately because I don't want to like.
Roland looks and says, "Well, he's not here at the finish, and therefore he does not get a cut."
Okay, but he didn't bring that key back.
He did. He was chased by the guards from Hillcrest.
Oh, that's right.
Here.
Okay.
I put in effort.
Him not getting his cut is absolutely warranted by him getting arrested. So.
We're trying to drown a man.
Yeah, basically. All right, so I need to redo the math quickly here, ladies and gentlemen, as Roland's going to open this chest, because it was initially set for this many people, so there is now only 5. So let me do this. And calculator. So there's only 5 of you. So as Roland cracks open the chest, pulls it open, it is just chock full of gold. Probably more gold than any of you have ever seen. Sans Tenon, when you looked at that chest, this is probably more gold than you've ever seen in one place at one time.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, holy shit.
He goes, if my math is correct, with him being not in the cut, that will be 3,000 gold for each of you.
Woohoo! 1,000.
Are you sure about this, Roland? That's a lot of money.
Roland actually takes the bag of holding and just pours platinum out He's like, no, I'm good, and just scoops it back up, puts it back in the back of the holder.
You know, I have been saying that Roland has money falling out of his ass. So
Yes, honey, yes.
And he goes, oh, and then he looks at Tennant and goes, oh, that vacation home is done, by the way, it's been purchased.
Nice.
He goes,
Catherine just gives a hug to Hal.
Roland knowing just because he likes to kind of make Tennant and Zindel squirm a little bit, he goes, and don't worry, I made sure there's extra room for the triplets and everything else. Like he makes that joke because that's Roland with these two. Like there's extra room for when you have the triplets. You know, beautiful rooms for them all. It'll be great.
Tennant's just laughing.
As he looks to Oliver, he goes, so then, still a long way to go in terms of cooperation, but you completed the task in time.
Catherine gives a hug to Hollow, to Tennant, and to Zindel.
You're gonna give a hug to Hollow. Hollow's still like pretty matted with feces.
So Mist's just gonna back away from Hollow. Like, nope.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you knew that. Just for your own ability.
Yeah,
I appears like everyone's 20 feet away from Hollow.
She
right
actually would appreciate the experience. Otherwise, she just
you hug Hollow
Mr.
last?
and just gives her a handshake and then runs off.
As everyone gets 3,000 gold per Crom, but Crom, you do get the 1 point experience because you did participate in the one shot.
So does Tennant and Zindel still hate Mistra now that he's busted her ass?
We'll think about it.
She doesn't hate you. She just wanted you to stop the spell, which is why she was hitting you. Because she knows when she gets hit, she loses concentration on spells, especially that spell.
So Roland kind of nods and goes, well, looks to Hollow and goes, well, you need a bath. Tennant and Zindel, I'll be back shortly so we can continue our conversation.
Yeah, I need like 15 minutes.
Catherine, it was a pleasure meeting you, Mistra. Enjoy and try to read more often. I'll go get Crumb. And he walks off.
But before he walks off,
what does Mr. do? Hey, what's up, cousin? What is you cut out?
You cut out.
Do what?
You cut out. He says before he walks off, it was the last we heard.
Yeah, Mr. was gonna be like, well, that forgery.
Again, your forgery, you keep cutting out.
Where she tried to get your name on that piece of paper. Yeah.
He also looks back and laughs and goes, "That's why you never sign your own name." And he walks away.
Well, Tennant will thank Catherine for helping out, and invite her to stop by the guild later if she wants.
In my money, sir.
We'll buy you a drink.
Catherine's working the bar.
Yes.
Yeah. Bobby comes out.
She's
Bobby comes out
preparing
and
her own
tapping
drink.
his foot right now, and points to you, Catherine, and points back to the bar. You've been hired for the day. Catherine is
Can I ask
tending
an
bar.
out-of-character question?
You may.
If she'd have promised to not set anything alight in the bar, would it have been an advantage?
Yes.
I knew it.
There's quite a few ways to get advantage on a lot of these.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys came in just under. I mean, right now we just hit the time.
Nice.
So, I mean, it came down, but it was. I hope everyone had some fun, and you definitely got paid well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got paid well for someone getting covered in feces and someone getting arrested.
No kidding.
So,
Okay.
yeah, this is already money I had deducted off Roland's sheet for the wedding. So, I'm like, well, I didn't spend all that, so screw it. That's the reward.
Awesome.
Do you want me to go
what
and
time's
do-
the other one shot?
I'll get him done in a second. The next one, the Blackwood one shot, is a closed one. That is at 4 p.m. Eastern.
It's outside. I'll go get it in a minute.
And then the weapon one will be after that if everyone is still awake and up for it. As long as we have enough people. And the cat's jumping on my thing again, trying to change the frame rate of.
I'll be around, but I don't know if they're gonna want me.
We'll see.
With the information they have, they probably will want all the bodies.
We'll probably take as many people as we can.
I mean, I can do a lot of damage.
So,
As long as it's aimed at somebody else and not our own party.
well, you know, I'm yeah, but I gotta go for a little bit.
alrighty, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
And stream will be back in about an hour and a half or so, probably for Josh's one shot. So, part 2. Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.